I was watching a John Green or Hank Green video.
Yeah.
I was watching one of his videos today. He had a video about the Apollo 11.
You call it the worst mission?
Yeah. Basically said there's like a lot of stuff about it that was just like planned wrong and everything.
It's our first time.
But like one of the things he mentioned in it that was like very interesting. When they went to go like for liftoff and everything, there was like a button that goes there to like initiate the actual ignition once you're like in the air or whatever. Like the second
thrusters?
Yeah, like this is the second phase. And when they went to go do it, the fucking switch broke. The switch was made out of such a flimsy material, it just snapped off and it wouldn't work.
My pants.
So they literally had to open it up and they used a pen like we do with the fucking dryer and connected it and closed the circuit. That's how they did it.
Jesus, because I mean, if it doesn't work, you're fucking falling and you're dead.
We said apparently they're just very calm. There's like, yeah, so we're doing this now. The thing broke. Damn. Okay, well, let's
That's an engineer mindset, bro.
Fuck it.
Do not put me in this.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to be calm. I'm John.
I'm Alfonso.
And I'm Darren. Welcome to the Scat Cast. We don't know either. Okay, and welcome to this week's episode of Slop or Not. Have y'all seen Project Hail Mary?
No.
Fuck you.
Yes, that shit was gas. That shit was fire. It was such a good movie. God.
All right, fill me in. What am I missing?
So,
Peak.
do you want us to have a spoiler review?
He doesn't care about spoilers.
I've never. Oh, the only time
Okay.
I'll care is do not spoil anything pertaining to like these Invincible episodes because I understand I know what Invincible. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you when I care.
How are you
going to
be like, oh, I care about spoilers for certain things, but I don't care about spoilers for other things?
I think that's a valid stance to have on this.
That is a valid stance to have.
I don't know, but you're like, I don't know. If, like,
I don't care about certain things, therefore I don't care if you spoil it.
I guess, but if like you're not even like familiar with something yet, how are you already like, oh yeah, I don't care about spoilers for this
Because
thing.
I probably wasn't gonna like watch it in my own time. Like I haven't seen it yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay,
Okay,
like-
so basically, the sun is dying. It's emitting less heat, and they don't know. They don't know why. So they send a probe to Venus because they spot this thing called the Petrova line, which is like this.
Is that a real thing or a made up thing?
It's a made up thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
They name it after like a scientist in the book, and they find these microorganisms that are growing in the Petrova line and going from Venus to the sun, and this microorganism is multiplying on the sun, covering the surface and basically sucking
Like
up.
a moss?
Yes, it's like algae.
Okay.
Essentially,
They
sucking up
describe it
sunlight.
kind of like a virus, basically. It's, yeah, so
But it started on Venus.
no. So, do you want me to go into it or?
They don't know where it comes from,
Oh,
but
but it was so they just found a trail of
basically
Venus.
through a bunch of science stuff. The main character, while he's doing his studies on Earth, finds out they breed on Venus. They need carbon dioxide to breed. So they breed to Venus and they migrate back to the sun, which is where you see the Petrova line. They're migrating to Venus to breed and they go back to the sun to actually consume and have their life cycle.
But the main thing was they saw that stars all across the galaxy were dimming. It wasn't just ours.
Every single star.
yeah.
which
So it's like
basically-
so it is a virus.
That's
Yes.
why I'm saying. That's why I
Okay.
described it like a virus.
Okay.
So
every single star is basically infected except for the star Tau Ceti. And they have to find out why. So that's when Ryan Gosling, Dr. Grace, is sent to, on the Hail Mary. But the movie opens up with him coming out of a medically induced coma. And he has memory loss. He doesn't know why he's there, what he's doing, what his mission is. He doesn't know why he's the only one left because his two other crewmates died. This is where it's different from Interstellar. It's like Interstellar meets The
So
Martian.
does the movie start on him on the ship or does it start
Starts on the
it
ship.
starts on the ship and it has like flashbacks. And
Yeah,
stuff.
Okay, okay,
flashbacks,
yeah.
and then it's like a mystery as to why he's there.
Gotcha.
Because also, he's a school teacher. He's not even like a
I remember seeing that
astrophysicist.
from the trailer. He was like
Yeah.
teaching kids.
He had his doctorate in molecular biology, which is why they recruited him.
because it's a biological thing.
Yes.
Eating the sun. Okay.
He's like a discredited scientist from when he was younger
Discredited?
because he said that he doesn't think there's anything inherently like important about water for life. Basically, he was like, I don't think that water is the only way that life can exist.
And now we know it. There's another reason with these fucking sun eating things.
So it's funny because he's actually looking at the materials they're made out of. The
Yeah, they
chemicals.
specifically gathered him to go look at them because they were like, okay, these things live on the sun. They're clearly not water-based. Let's have the guy who did this. Like, no one believed in him. We're going to believe in him to go look at it and
okay,
stuff like that.
fair.
And then he looks at him. He's like, oh no, these are all water-based.
Yeah, it's 60% water.
Yeah.
It is like the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2-1. It's H2O. It's water. He's like, they're water-based. Fuck! And he like crashes out.
Yeah, he like starts like breaking shit in the room. Yeah. He's like the one thing in my life that like I fucking like had as like a differentiator or whatever is like just completely
You're not
does not
different,
matter.
bro. You're not different. Okay, that's really funny.
So they actually didn't mention this in the movie, to my knowledge. But
The fuck?
I started reading the book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've read it for half a week and about halfway through. So that's pretty good progress. I'll finish it like in a week, basically.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
I heard the opposite. I heard the movie was better than the novel.
Damn.
I heard they were both good.
They are both good. And like they're both totally different experiences. If you really fuck with the movie, I recommend reading the book because it gives you a totally different perspective.
Yep.
Because the movie's a movie. You see it from the outside.
You leave stuff out. You don't hear internal monologues
Yes,
and
the
shit.
book is first person. It's from Dr. Grace's perspective. It's all his internal monologues. The book is just him talking to himself.
Yeah.
And remembering things. And it makes like, it's like I don't know. It's
Certain
great.
scenes make more sense
I've heard
now.
that the structure of the book is very different too.
Yes.
Like it doesn't have the same acts that the movie does and everything.
It leaves a lot out too.
Based on the book,
I'm only halfway through, but I've noticed that there's a lot that's
based
left
on the
out.
book, what part in the movie are you in right now?
I'm where him and Rocky are learning to communicate, which is the little alien guy you see. Rocky shows up like halfway through the book. I was kind of surprised.
That's what I was saying. It's supposed to be like a plot twist that he's in there in the book, but in the movie he shows up like very
in the trailers
early
and
on.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he shows up in like the first third of the movie. He's like in it very early on. And that's like the main core of what the movie's about.
But what they didn't mention in the movie is that Rocky is not based on H2O.
He is.
He is?
He's water-based, yeah.
Does he find that out in the movie?
No. I watched an interview with the creator, actually. He discussed like how Rocky's biology worked. It was actually like very interesting to listen to. He broke down how his structures and everything, where he is like 100% like water-based like anything else.
Okay, I didn't get that far, I guess, but because like
He doesn't say it in the book. Like it's all stuff he
really?
says outside of it, yeah.
Damn.
No, it's, but that's one of the things I was wondering, because I was like, this thing looks like a rock, like it can't be water-based.
Yeah.
But I was like, I
Well,
figured.
the rock is a shell. It's like an exoskeleton.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to talk about the biology at all?
I don't think they don't spoil it in the book. I'm pretty sure.
It kind of comes into play in the book. A lot of the story of Project Hail Mary is like experimenting. Like it's
The scientific method.
yeah, it's like actually seeing them do the science to figure things out. Like earlier on,
Okay, can I? I'm gonna tie into that.
Yeah.
He finds out everything that's going on through the scientific method and like doing experiments.
If I remember the scientific
he's
method,
like, where am I? Why is the gravity 15 meters per second squared and not 9.8?
Okay,
Because like, so he does an experiment showcasing how he got to that.
Yeah.
He's like, why is it 15?
Because I haven't been in high school in a minute. Neither have the listeners. I mean, what's the sign? I was trying to like run through the steps so like I can kind of like when you guys explain this shit, I can like understand because I can't remember. It's like there's like 6 or 7 steps. So the scientific method, breaking it down, is you observe, you question, you research, you hypothesize, you experiment, you test the hypothesis, you draw conclusions, then report.
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Like one of my favorite ways they do that is honestly in the very beginning of the movie when they're still like testing everything out with the astrophage. Astrophage is the name of the actual creature, like the biological particles that are going through and eating the sun and everything.
Okay.
Basically, like earlier on in the movie, they give him the astrophage to start experimenting on and everything. Like try to see like what is this stuff, what's going on, what can we do about it. And they give it to him. He starts experimenting. They give him like these like basically like frozen ones, like they're kind of in stasis or whatever. And he does a couple different things. One of the first things he does is he tests it with CO2, and immediately when he gives them CO2, they move. So they basically, he finds out, he's like, okay, so that kind of like energizes them. Like carbon dioxide energizes them the same way that it does like a plant, for instance, right?
Yes.
So he's sitting there and he's like, okay, well, that's weird. Or what was it? No, earlier on, they're trying to figure out why Venus in particular was the one.
flock.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, that doesn't make any sense because the atmosphere is made of carbon dioxide. It's not made of oxygen. They're like, well, maybe that's what they want instead of oxygen. So that's why they tried the carbon dioxide and everything. So it kind of like goes through different steps of trying to do it and everything.
So in the movie, you said they compare them to the virus. In the book, it's more like algae.
Yeah,
Because algae are like pretty similar to astrophage.
yeah.
Okay.
And even outside of that, like they're like, okay, so that's the case, that's what's going on. And then the main plot of the story is that Tau Centauri, like the planet, or the star
Tau
isn't
Ceti.
Tau Ceti. Yeah, sorry. It's not dimming. So
Give
they're
the Star
trying
Wars
to
name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not dimming. So they're trying to find out why. But like one of the things I really like about it is instead of just being like doom and gloom with everything, they actually take a lot of the concepts they introduce that are like screwing them over. Like the astrophage is like the quote unquote villain of the story because it's what's killing the sun.
Yeah.
But they use that to go to the other.
They turn it into
Star.
fuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because if this thing lives on the sun, imagine the energy it holds to like
Yeah, it has
withstand that much like pressure and
because
heat.
there's literally nuclear fission going on in
like
the
this
sun.
is the one thing they left out of the movie was he actually meets up with Russian scientists who test the astrophage fuel, and 2 grams has like 10,000 newtons of force, which is a fuck ton for 2 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Things pack a punch.
So basically they invent like what's close to like faster than light travel, like out of that. Like it's
Because they can pack so much energy into these little guys.
Yeah, so that's what they do is they put them into stasis and they send them there. It's like 11 light years away.
They call it refined astrophage.
Yeah, it's literally a fuel made out
Yeah.
of astrophage.
Okay.
They put it in the ship, use that as the fuel, and send him over to Tau Ceti.
So originally he was never going to go.
Yeah.
So where was he first when he first woke up in the spaceship? Where is he?
He's at Tau
Med
Ceti.
Bay. He's at Tau Ceti.
He's in orbit around the star.
Yeah, the computer system wakes him up from his coma because they reach their destination.
Gotcha.
But he's confused as to like, what the fuck is he doing? Here? Where
Gotcha.
is he? And he doesn't know where he is in the book. So he's like, I must be on a centrifuge because gravity is greater. Why am I in a giant centrifuge? And he's like thinking about it. He's doing the experiments and shit. He's like, then he's remembering like, oh, I was a biologist. I was a teacher. I was doing experiments on this thing. Oh my God, am I in space? Kind of thing.
Oh my God.
So then he finally remembers his name and he's able to make it up to the cockpit, which they don't show in the movie. He's locked to the laboratory and his quarters until he remembers his name, which is like the code, I guess. Like saying your name is the code to get into the cockpit.
Fair.
Yeah.
So that's where he's doing his experiments, like for the gravity and shit. And he's like trying to remember what's going on. It's funny too, because like he remembers so much about science and like what an electron microscope does and how to use this equipment, but he can't remember his fucking name. He's like, why do I know that and not my name?
It's like muscle memory. It's like some pieces are hard to kill.
Literally muscle memory.
The reason why he's in a centrifuge, by the way, is because that gives him like gravity. By
By spinning them,
by spinning the centrifugal force
Another
creates
thing
artificial
they
gravity.
leave out of the movie is the design of the ship. They have her name is Dr. Lockett. She's the one who designs the ship. She's in like one chapter, but anyway, the book also the movie doesn't like show how powerful Dr. Strat was. Like in
What do you mean powerful?
She had the entire world government. Like she's basically the one who was the head of
Sent him
Project
on
Hail
the
Mary.
mission. Yeah.
She was the head of Project Hail Mary, and she's the one who recruited him at his school and read his report on like why water isn't special or some shit. But every world government was at her fucking knees. And there was a part in the book where she's taken to court for copyright infringement because it takes too long to get the patent and buy all this stuff from companies, so they're basically plagiarizing it and like making their own copycats for the Hail Mary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So time is
some
kind of
greedy fuck was like, you stole my
every
work.
single corporation on earth was suing her, and for copyright infringement. It was like this huge case. And then she gets to the courtroom and she's like, I only showed up out of courtesy. I literally have a presidential pardon from the United States for any crime I commit from here on. I'm literally immune to everything. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna leave. And she's like, no, you will remain for court. She's like, I'm not gonna remain for court. And then the deputy or whatever is like, you have to stay here. And then she snaps her fingers and like the U.S. Army just comes in. And it's like, you and what army? I have the U.S. military. It's a damn good army.
Yeah.
And then she leaves. I'm like, oh my God. She really is the most powerful woman on the
No,
fucking
because they
planet.
all need her. China, Russia, like,
Yeah.
bitch, fix the shit. I don't care what crimes you commit. That's so crazy. Just to show you, like, even in like a dire time, corporate greed is like, I need my money.
That's why I love the movie. It's so hopecore.
It is.
It's like, what
need
can
my
humans
money.
do when we just put our minds together and put our differences aside? I love that shit so much.
What I like about it is that it's not just like what can humans do. It's like what can
living
species.
things. What can life do? Like, I don't know.
it's
Sentient life.
literally going into like what is the value of life like as a whole? Like what can life accomplish? I guess
things
because
stronger together.
because when he gets there and he wakes up, he sees soon that he's not the only ship there. At the same time he's there, there's another ship where Rocky is the alien.
Oh, he's also trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he's from a completely different planet.
I think that's
also
such a cool
light years
concept.
away.
Like,
Yeah,
all these other creatures, like, what the fuck?
They're
what the fuck?
both just happening to be there at the exact same time because they both happen to see the exact same thing going on at the same time and realize, okay, we all have to go here and figure it out. So then they both happen just end up going there trying to figure it out. Yeah,
He's in the cockpit and he senses astrophage and he's like, okay, well, and then he sees the sunspots on the sun moving and he's like, that's weird. They shouldn't be moving that fast. And he's like, oh my God, that's not my sun. I'm not in my solar system.
Yeah.
Does the sun look similar to ours though? Is it orange?
No, it's like he calculates the movement of the sunspots and is like, Earth's sun shouldn't be moving this fast. And he's like, oh my God, it's not Earth's sun.
Okay.
Then he has another flashback and he's like, oh my God, I'm at Tau Ceti. And then he sees the spacecraft. He sees astrophage outside. He's like, am I in the Petrova line of this sector? I'm not. He's like, what the fuck is that? It's a giant spaceship. He's like, wait, they're also using astrophage for fuel. They had the exact same idea kind of thing.
Like agriculture popping up around
and
the
then
world,
it just starts,
baby.
and they
Yeah,
start
exactly.
throwing fucking canisters at him.
Wait, who throws canisters at him?
The other ship. And he's like, oh my God, I have to catch it. He doesn't catch it. And they throw it slower. And he's like, oh my God, they think I'm stupid. That's actually not in the book. That was one include. That was really fucking funny in the movie.
Yeah.
That was really funny. But he catches it, opens it up, and it's made out of, it smells of ammonia because their atmosphere is ammonia. Also, they didn't mention this in the movie, I don't think, but their atmospheric pressure is like 37 times that of Earth.
Well, that's why he's a
Right?
fucking rock.
Yeah. But anyway, xenon is a gas. They have xenonite. It's a metallic material made of xenon.
Yeah.
It's extremely durable. Like you can't even break it open. He tries and opens it. It's like righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? Oh my God, it's not working. He tries to pull it. He's like, oh my God, I didn't try lefty-loosey.
And then it opens.
Righty-roosey, lefty-lighty.
Yeah, but he does that and it opens.
That's so fun. I like
And then he
little
finds
small
a
nods
model
like that.
of the universe.
What?
Inside the thing is a model of the universe.
A model of the universe, and it has like the little Rocky basically highlighted where he's from. They also included a separate model of the Petrova line from Tau Ceti to this planet. And he's like, okay, so I guess they're here for the same thing. They're from here. So he circles where Earth is and sends it back to him. They're sending each other messages like back and forth kind of. This is the same thing in the book.
This is before they see each other. They're
Yeah,
just
and then
going
he
from
sends
ship.
him a model of the two ships connecting. And he's like, oh my God, they want to meet me. So then they meet and it's like a whole thing. In the book, it's like way more... Like in the movie, it's very it's abstract relatively for like what we know, right? Because it's like a different species, different conditions. They make things differently. In the book, they explain it a lot better. Rocky's also a scientist. He's doing the scientific method too.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything about this extraterrestrial in his eyes. So he makes the divider between them out of different materials. Each hexagon is a different material. And then Dr. Grace like goes towards the one that most resembles glass because he can see out of that. So then Rocky sees that and he's like, go back to your ship. And when he comes back, the whole thing's made out of the glass material. And then they
That's
can finally
cute.
see each
Okay.
other. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
So he's
like
like
that.
accommodating him.
Yeah.
And then, you see Dr. Grace do it in the movie too, where he figures out that Rocky can only see via echolocation.
yeah.
So he has to like raise numbers kind of thing. He tries to show him a clock. He doesn't know what the fuck he's reading. The clock he has to put it up to the screen so he can sense like the slightly raised letters on the clock. Hands him a tape measurer. The tape measurer just has them printed on there. He can't see shit. He's just playing with it.
Yeah, Rocky has like technology that's able to take an image and then basically make like a 3D version of it, if that makes sense. So like say you have like a piece of paper with words on it or whatever. It'll basically do the equivalent of like
Super Braille.
yeah, it'll basically convert it into Braille to like raise the text up off of it so that you can like read it and everything.
But
with
he doesn't
echolocation.
have that at first. He has to like fix it over time.
Yeah.
So basically he has to accommodate him too. He has to just do everything in Braille, I guess. And they start communicating and he like has this computer program that also Rocky's so fucking cool. He speaks in chords.
He speaks like a whale.
Yes. It's like
yeah.
it's like a whale, but whales still have one vocal cord. Rocky has like 3.
Yeah.
So he speaks in chords and different like I don't know. There's
Like
way
he'll
more-
use different vocal cords at
Do
the
humans
same
have
time.
one vocal cord or multiple? I
We
think
have one vocal cord. He
We
has
have
like,
one vocal
Yeah, he
cord?
has like 3 or some shit. So he can.
Yeah.
That's why he can speak in chords.
Oh, he can play
Yeah.
2 at the same time.
Yes, 3
Okay.
at the same time. Even
Three
like
at the-
you know.
yeah.
I saw in like the biology thing with the author, he said he was imagining Rocky basically having an argument with his girlfriend, and having two different arguments at the same time using the different vocal cords.
That's so fucking funny.
And then like kind of like one of them is like a more calm conversation and one's more aggressive. And then like over time, like they both get aggressive and everything. Like I don't know.
Angry violin noises.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. Like I love seeing like their breakdown of all that stuff.
That's cool. That's
Rocky, like the way all that stuff was thought out is just so fascinating to me. It's like the idea that humans and something so completely different from them can still like work together and still interact. Because Rocky's basically just like an alien version of him. Honestly, like they're very similar, like personality wise. It's not like Rocky's treated like a pet, like a lot of the times they are and stuff like that. Yeah, he's basically just
friends.
He's like his best friend. That's exactly how it is. Yeah.
Do they ever explain how the scientist died on the ship though?
No. They actually, I watched an interview. He's saving it for a sequel.
Yeah.
But I kind of know why from reading the book, sort of. They explain it more in the book. So basically in the book, they make a point that after the US landed on the moon, the Russians were now making a mission, like hypothetical missions to go to Mars, but they didn't know how to like keep people in stasis for that long. So they were like, how long, because so basically they were like, how long can people live in isolation before they kill each other? 6 months was the answer. So like isolation together in a small space.
Good to know.
The answer was 6 months, and that wasn't enough to go to the Mars and back. So like, what if we put people in comas? They look at coma studies. They all die.
Really?
Yeah. Like long-term medically induced comas.
It's harder to wake up.
Yeah, it's more complications along the way. You have to also worry about bed sores and
when you explain that, like the longer the coma, basically like, if you're in a coma for a week, you can snap back out of it and recover. As soon as you hit like a month, it goes down to 50. You hit like 6 months, it's down to like 20%.
But then in the book, Dr. Stratt mentions how the whole world was taking medical data and compiling it together, and they found that patients who survived comas for prolonged periods of time had similar genetic had the same genetic code at some point in their genotype, right?
So, what do you mean, like if a guy in Japan has a coma and a guy in America has a coma,
they would have the same set of genes for that specific trait. Kind of thing. The specifics are kind of beyond me, but basically they had the same genetic marking for surviving a coma. But then they were like, oh, is this a correlation causation thing? We don't know. So that's the book doesn't even really confirm how they died. But then that leads. I don't know if that scientist still dies. In the book, I haven't gotten that far yet. But Dr. Gray starts thinking maybe they selected me because I have those genetic markings.
Yeah.
So they grabbed 3 scientists and 2 died and 1 survived.
Yes.
Okay.
The 2 also presumably had those genetic markings, but it's not guaranteed still.
Yeah.
Even if you have the genetics.
So
that's
33%
like
chance.
the closest explanation they have given.
Okay.
But the author has said he's saving it for a potential sequel.
Okay.
So.
Okay. What if it was like, well, technically, if you eat the virus, it can do some shit to you. Get a little crazy. Get a little quirky at night.
Astrophage?
Yeah, if you eat them,
Probably, yeah.
get a little quirky.
I just die. I don't know.
Well, you probably like powered. I'd be like,
If
imagine
it's
like
powered by carbon dioxide, I assume you'd just die on the spot. It would just blast through you.
The amount of energy it holds.
Yeah.
Also, like, what was I gonna say? I think it would just live and just fucking do shit to you. I don't know. Because if the surface of the sun is not killing it, your gastric contents might not either.
That's what I'm saying.
well, I mean, the sun's not acidic though.
It's, I don't know. True.
Well, that's also like,
but also your stomach's filled with carbon dioxide, which they
Is it?
love. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Isn't it? I figured it would
Probably.
be.
I just thought it was
It's not filled with oxygen, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
But yeah, so they start working together. And the whole like point of the movie is them just like basically doing experiments together, trying to figure out what it is. Like it's the entire plot of the movie is them doing experiments, trying to figure out what's going on.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, exactly.
So basically the answer as to why Tau Ceti isn't being eaten is that they take a sample from they're like this solar system's equivalent to Venus. And they're like, oh my God, there's a predator. There's another microorganism that's eating astrophage on this planet.
So that's the only counter, something that eats it.
Yep. Setting up a habitat. It's an invasive species. You have to introduce a predator to counteract that.
Yeah. They call it Tau amoeba.
Tau amoeba, yeah.
Yeah.
Which almost makes sense because there's microplastics, but then people like research have recently found it like a microorganism that eats microplastics. So it's like,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if something persists long enough to where it's invasive, your phone's like, oh, I can eat that. I'll eat that.
Yeah. But it was like that's the reason why this was like the one star, because they had the life that actually eats the astrophage and it helps out with everything. So their plan was like, okay, we're just going to take these and introduce them in our star, and then it's going to save it. Like that's all.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, basically what they do. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah. So he sends Talmiba back to Earth. He also finds out this is the one-way trip. There's no way he can get back home.
So how does he send it back?
They have probes that use less fuel and are able to make the trip back. It's more efficient.
They don't have like life support systems and all the other stuff. Yeah.
So in the book, it actually shows him like panicking throughout the chapter. He's like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna die alone in space." But I gotta do this for my species, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotta take one for the team.
Yeah.
A large part of the movie is him like coming to terms with the fact that he's just not a brave man at all. Like he's not built for this shit whatsoever.
I was also gonna say,
Yeah.
the book is different in that respect because he actually has a motivation in the book.
You got a kid?
The kids, his class.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't show it. They only have like one classroom scene in the movie, but in the book, there's like 3.
Yeah.
And the last one, basically after he finds out it's made of water, they throw him to the side. Like, okay, you were fucking wrong. Get out of here.
Yeah.
He goes back to class and they're calling it astrophage, which is the name he gave it. And he was like, how the fuck do y'all know that? He's like, oh, the president did like a thing on TV last night. And I'm like, wow, it went from me to Strat to the president in like less than 12 hours.
It's that's how serious that shit is.
But then the kids are, they asked their teacher, like, what is astrophage? What is it doing? It's like, so climate change and blah, 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 how it's going to change the Earth's temperature by like 2 degrees, but it's going to cause like, the ice caps to melt and like catastrophic shit.
This shit's freezing us.
Yes, but instead of a 2-degree difference, over the next 40 years, it's going to be 15 degrees. Which is the second ice age is going to happen.
Yeah.
And he basically says like, yeah, crops are going to fail, ecosystems are going to fail, lots of animals are going to die. And the kids don't care. This is something I found fascinating because I never thought about it, but it's so true. The kids didn't care until they heard that animals were going to die. They heard that people were going to die first, but the moment they heard animals were going to die, they felt like really bad about it. And it's because kids don't have a good tangible concept of human death until they reach a certain age. But animal death, for some reason, is like...
Dogs, pets, fish.
Yeah.
It's very close to you. Because you form
Even
a
for
bond
people who
with
don't
that.
have pets, like, you get more sad over animals dying.
Yeah, because it's almost...
I was like that as a kid,
It's
too.
a certain
That
level
makes
of
sense,
innocence you give to an animal because like they're simply here to exist and that's all they do. Humans, like, they can do bad things. I can get kidnapped, I get murdered. So like you almost kind of rationalize like a human can almost determine their death in a way, but an animal, like, it's just it is a victim to its environment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
basically,
sense.
so basically, they're like, how long is this going to be? Are we all going to die? And I was like, no, it'll be probably 30, 40 years. And they're like, oh, 30 years? That's like forever from now. Because they're like 10, they're 9.
Oh, they're 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like high schoolers or some shit.
No, they're like middle schoolers.
Okay.
In the movie, it's 4th grade. In the book, I think it's 6th or 7th grade. Anyway, or maybe I got that flipped. But
Yeah,
anyway,
there was like 7th grade in the movie.
Okay, so it was elementary school. I know they're flipped, but yeah, they don't care because they think it's like
Old
forever
people
away.
shit, yeah.
But they're gonna be like 30 or 40 when
Living through that.
He's thinking about it. He's like, dude, more than half of these kids in my class are probably gonna die of starvation before they're 40.
Yeah.
And that like depresses him. So he goes back to Strat and is like, I need to be a part of this so I can save my kids.
They don't really go into that in the movie at all.
No, not at all. It's completely different. Like his
Yeah.
motivations are completely fucking different. Because in the movie, he gets kidnapped by the Secret Service and forced to go apart. They intubate him.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
as
like,
he's
you're
run-
going.
Yes, he's trying to run. He's like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
There was one group that was going to go and then they die.
How they die?
The spaceship blows up.
Like some child.
No. It was just the one scientist that thought that died.
No, there's 2.
2 that died.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was. So the third one was always gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, there's like it was either 2 or all 3 that died. There was they did like basically the Challenger thing. Like they're going to have the lift off. It exploded, and they're like, okay, look, we need to have someone who
We had
understands
an A
astrophage.
team. You're the B team. But.
Well, it's like we need to have someone that understands astrophage there. Like we need to have a scientist on the crew, and then because the other 2 died, he has to take all 3
By the way,
of their roles.
Do you know how many scientists have been to the moon?
Scientists?
Like 2 at least.
do all astronauts count as scientists?
Nope.
Because they're just trained to be up there, right? They're like
They're
more
basically really
engineers.
professional engineers and pilots. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think engineers are scientists, but there's a distinction. in this
Distinction.
case.
Yeah. One is like testing for shit. I would say at least 2.
How many scientists have been to the moon?
At least 2.
I was gonna guess 2. Yeah,
1.
1.
Yep.
So out of the Apollo 11, which one of the 3 niggas was a
It
scientist?
wasn't Apollo 11. It was like Apollo, like one of the last ones.
Yeah,
I think the last
17 or
one.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, 17 or the one before that. In the last 2, there's one scientist that went with them.
I'm surprised because they're still doing like experiments and shit up there.
Are there any?
Yeah, they were always doing experiments, but the scientists would tell them what to do.
Yeah.
But they sent an actual scientist up there Not saying engineers aren't scientists. I think they are, but because they do
Yeah.
hypothesis and they test things. Like they're practicing physicists in my eyes.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say?
That's interesting. I'm surprised it was only one.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, one scientist.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's any in this one that just got launched like yesterday? Does anyone know?
The Artemis, I have no idea.
Actually, I looked at all of their backgrounds. They're all engineers. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking at what it takes to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I was like, man, is it too late for me?
Well, because like
But
low key, I feel like it makes sense that you
all of them
say
have
that.
military background.
That's very common.
Yeah.
Well,
Air
NASA is part of the
Force.
military, right?
No, NASA's not.
I mean, it's government.
Yes.
So I feel like it's almost like a backdoor.
Well, like the thing is, astronauts essentially are engineers with pilot training. So you
Yeah.
get engineers.
People in the Air Force.
Engineers usually go into the Navy or Air Force. Pilots.
So it's a pipeline,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Because even when you think about it, like low key, imagine having a scientist and like something in the ship just breaks down. It's like, well, I can only fuck with like I'm biochemist.
That's something they say in the book. He's like, damn, I have no idea how the fuck this whole ship works. I'm just a biologist.
Exactly. So I feel like, understandably, if you have like a machine in space, you kind of need at least 3 guys that could fix the machine in space. It
Funnily
makes sense.
enough, I was watching a John Green or Hank Green
yeah.
video. Yeah, I was watching one of his videos today. He had a video about the Apollo 11.
You call it the worst mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically said there's
Why?
like a lot of stuff about it that was just like planned wrong and everything.
It's their first time.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, like-
he was like, okay, they went there with no purpose. Like they just went there to go there. There was like nothing like
Just to beat the Russians.
yeah, there's nothing specific they did.
They still had experiments in mind for when they got there.
Yeah, exactly. But like one of the things he mentioned in it that was like very interesting. So when they went to go like for liftoff and everything, there was like a button that goes there to like initiate the actual like ignition once you're like in the air or whatever. Like the second
thrusters?
yeah, like this is the second phase. And when they went to go do it, the fucking switch broke. Like the switch, the switch was made out of such a flimsy material, it just snapped off and
I'd
it wouldn't
shit
work.
my pants.
So they literally had to open it up and they used a pen like we do with the fucking dryer and connected it and closed the circuit. That's how they did it.
Jesus. Because I mean, if it doesn't work, you're fucking falling and you're dead.
Yeah.
They would. Oh my! So
They would've just died.
Like just straight up, they're like, dude, what? Give me a thing. Give me a thing.
We said apparently they're just very calm. There's like, yeah, so we're doing this now. The thing broke. Damn. Okay, well, let's
That's that
try
engineer
this.
mindset,
Yeah.
bro.
Fuck it.
Do not put me in this.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to be calm. Like, if you start freaking out, like, a lot of stuff can go wrong.
There's a reason why they sent those people.
No,
Yeah.
funny enough. This is the crazy part. With the Challenger, they got some more of like the logs back. Do you know that when the Challenger blew up, they still lived? Because there's actually like on the black book, it shows that like at least I don't have it, five of them, some of that. At least 3 or 4 of them put on their oxygen supply. That means that as the ship exploded, they were still at least cohesive enough to like do like the life-saving emergency plan. And it's speculated that they only died when they actually hit the water.
Yeah. That's why.
crazy. I didn't
So
know
like that whole calm
Yeah.
mindset, like they were still like, okay, procedure.
But that's why
Yeah.
we have, after that, we design rockets differently too. Now, when that happens, the top, which is where the crew sits, will pop off so they don't fucking get exploded.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is probably smart.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
That's how the Artemis is designed.
Oh yeah.
in case
It's
that
like
happens.
different segments that'll break apart and everything.
Well, that's always been like a feature of
Dropping
rockets.
the fucking
yeah, but now like specifically the pop will just pop off if something goes wrong. Like,
Just
they
save the
do that. Yeah.
the passengers at all costs. Okay.
That
Like
makes sense.
The Artemis is also the same thing where it's like compartmentalized, but they also have 2 extra rockets on the side. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. But yeah, Project Hail Mary was just a very good movie. I really fucked with that. It felt like I know I said it's similar to Interstellar and you don't necessarily agree, but
I get 2 different vibes from those movies.
the vibes are different, but I think like the spirit's in the same place. You know what I mean?
Saving my
I
planet.
don't know. It's like comparing Avengers to Justice League, like Joss Whedon's Justice League.
John
to me.
Sweet, who the fuck is that?
Josh Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I disagree. I don't think that's the case because I think it's like,
It's like, yeah, they're both superhero team up movies, but they're totally different in my eyes.
yeah, I don't know. But for like Rocky's biology and everything, seeing him break down how that stuff worked. So yeah, the Rock is like you said, it's kind of like an exoskeleton.
Yeah.
So the way he explained everything, they're not one singular organism. They're actually like
Oh.
an ecosystem of organisms all living inside the same shell.
Like
Kinda.
a bunch of kids in a trench coat.
Kinda. So it's like instead of like, you know how like there's like people are like, oh, mitochondria started off as a different organism that kind of like came
Integrated and stuff into the...
Yeah, exactly. They're like, so that's basically how all of their major organs and stuff work. They're all literally constructed out of different like DNA and genetic material.
Together.
Yeah, they just work in like tandem together and do everything that way.
In the book, they have a theory that astrophage came from Earth because it has mitochondria.
Really?
Yeah.
So we created a virus that...
Well, we didn't create... It's not a virus. It's more like algae, like I'm saying. But
like, so
I figured
I
that would
guess
be the opposite, where it's like panspermia, where it's like astrophage came to Earth and that created the...
They were also
mitochondria
thinking
and
of that.
everything. Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
if
at some point, there's a comment. That's what... Okay, so that's what Dr. Grace was arguing.
Yeah.
He was like, how the fuck do we know they came from Earth? We could have had a common ancestor from space.
Yeah.
Because he was still trying to defend his water isn't special theory.
Yeah.
It was the lady who designed the Hail Mary. She was the one arguing with him. She was like, oh my God, he works for you? This fucking nutcase?
Yeah.
He doesn't think water is essential for life?
Yeah.
And then they start arguing with the mitochondria. And he's like, mitochondria is nothing. They could have came from space together for all you fucking know.
So that was the other thing. So the reason why I know that Rocky is like actually water-based, the way that he works, he doesn't have normal muscles in the traditional sense. What he does is he has water inside of his body that's like high pressure.
It's like hydraulics?
Yeah. So basically what he does is to move his muscles, they use temperature to raise the pressure of certain parts and then move everything that way. Yeah, exactly. He's the same way. Yeah, he basically is.
He's a spider.
I see what it like.
The book describes him as literally a rock spider.
Yeah.
Okay.
He basically...
He also wears clothes in the book. They fucking make him naked the whole movie. That's fucked up.
That's so weird.
That's fucked up in my
They
opinion.
have civilization.
Yeah.
They have like actual culture.
He has clothes. He has... Okay, so they actually do have him wear like ceremonial clothing when they're celebrating the ending. But he doesn't wear clothes the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But in the book he has clothes. He like the first thing, one of the first things, besides the rock spider shit that Dr. Grace notices is that he has a shirt.
Yeah.
He has like where a neck hole would be. He's got like 5 little armholes where his arms come out.
Yeah.
He has a tool belt he wears when he does work. Like
That's so funny.
why isn't that in the fucking movie?
We want him to be gross and
I looked it up and it was like, oh, they didn't want to CG on cloth to the puppet because Rocky's all puppeteering.
Yeah.
too. It's all practical effects.
They had 5 puppets.
So the animators just looked at him like,
they would have to CG the fabric for like the
folds.
No, like the zero G scenes specifically.
That makes sense.
And they didn't have the budget or didn't want to waste the budget on that.
The animators
That makes
looked at
sense.
you like, I will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Making me do that shit.
Yeah. And that was the other thing. He has 2 different circulatory systems inside of his body. He
Like
doesn't
2
just
hearts?
have one. Yeah, basically. So you remember how like he basically goes into a coma in the movie? The way they work when they go to sleep, they're completely in a coma. Like they cannot move, they cannot think, they can't do anything. Yeah. So in their culture, because of that, they have to like watch each other sleep and everything. So they have like he explained that that's how like society started in their culture because they had like a biological need. You have to watch someone else sleep and protect them and everything. And that's how like that like basically got the jump start and everything in there. But the reason why that's the case is because he has 2 different circulatory systems. One is like a high pressure one and one is like a low pressure one.
So he kicks in at low pressure?
Yeah. So like say he gets like injured or something.
So it's like a coma, basically.
Yeah, it is a coma.
Okay.
Yeah. So say like the high pressure part gets injured, for example, right? Like you sustains an injury there. Because the temperature is so high, he physically can't repair those cells because it's too hot and you can't send any like repair cells to go and like heal him. So what they do is they go into a coma where everything goes down to the ambient temperature. And from there, while they're asleep, they can start repairing all those cells and everything. So like when Rocky in the movie gets injured, there's like weeks that pass by in movie where he's just in a coma and not moving. And he's trying to figure out like how to wake him up out of the coma,
they
what's
fucking
going
death
on.
baited Rocky like 3 times in that movie.
Yeah, they did.
I
Because they knew to make people upset. Yeah.
I fell for it all 3 times.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
Is it like
Rocky does not die in the movie?
Okay,
Yes,
is it
thank
like
God.
a
But they do bait you 3 times.
Is it like a Korg and Meep thing where like just Meep just fucking died to the most random shit? Like he would get thrown against the wall?
No. There's like actual reasons why he would die, and it's believable. So I'm like, fuck, he's dead. He basically saves Grace after like the Hail Mary is falling into orbit.
They can't
the
physically
atmosphere.
stand next to each other because they're built for different like pressures.
Yeah, he
and
lives
stuff
in
like that
37
around him.
atmospheres of pressure of ammonia, not oxygen and nitrogen and all that. It's mainly ammonia. 37 atmospheres of pressure too.
And because the pressure is so high, it's also very hot.
Yeah, which is why he was led to believe he wasn't water-based. I think it would be cool if he wasn't water-based, just to give Grace a win.
Maybe part two. Yeah. Maybe part two. He'd be like, finally got my fucking win.
It's not canon. It's not in the book or the movie. I don't know yet. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, they're falling into the planet. What did they call it again?
What, his planet?
No, the green planet that they got the...
it was just like Tau 4 or something. It was like Tau...
Anyway, imagine Venus, but green. They're falling into that. Like they went into the orbit, now they're in the atmosphere, they're crashing down. They have to like, you activate the thrust and leave. Grace gets fucking knocked unconscious. He smacks his face on the control panel. So then Rocky has to leave the little habitat ball he made for himself and fucking burn himself alive. Like, it's like... If you all of a sudden just went to the Mariana Trench, I guess. No, the opposite of that. It's like if you lived in the... It's like if you were here and
you just got...
It's like going to space.
And then you got dropped on Everest.
Rocky basically went to space. Like he went how we would feel at like barely in
Instead of flash freezing, he's flash burning.
He's sublimating. Like you can literally see him fucking melting away when he's like trying to save Grace. And then he has to like crawl into this habitat he made himself or some shit. And then he's healing, like John said, for like weeks. And I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Then he comes back alive. And then they death bait you again because when him and Rocky say goodbye, it's like the most wholesome thing ever. Rocky and him breeded astrophage together so they would have enough for Grace to go home. So then they start leaving. But then the Predator adapted to move through Xenonite so it can go out of the capsules they put them in and start eating the fuel, which is astrophage, by the way. So then Grace notices his fuel is dropping. So he's like, why the fuck? It was like, oh my God, the Predator. So he drops that out. So he still has like 3 tanks that'll get him home, maybe. But Rocky's entire ship is made of Xenonite.
Yeah.
He's fucking cooked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, he's just gonna die in space. Like, that's so sad. All of Rocky's crew also died.
Well, I was gonna say, so there's a reason why. One of the things about it, so like they have like the Xenonite, which is like a high-tech thing and everything. It's so basically, instead of them being like more advanced than us, they're kind of like a sidestep where they have weaknesses and we have strengths over them and everything. And the big one is that they don't understand radiation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They don't have
radiation.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, radiation from like the sun and stuff in space is what kills them. Like Rocky's the only one that lives because there was like 23 of them total. 22 of them died on the ship on the way there. The same way that his crew members died.
Keep passing through suns with radiation.
Because the fuel from the astrophage gave off radiation that killed the crew.
It's because they don't have eyes, so they don't understand like how visible radiation and stuff works the same way we do. Like if you try to explain like how eyes work, it's like we're literally absorbing radiation and converting that into an image in our head. Yeah. That's what he's doing with sound. So he doesn't understand how that works.
So everyone just got sick and mysteriously died basically the entire trip.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like explaining to him how all that stuff works. And then meanwhile, he doesn't understand certain things about like human stuff and like how we don't have like Xenonite and like all this other stuff. You know what I mean?
What do you mean we take radiation in our
light? That's what light is. Light is radiation. Visible light. Yeah, it's on the electromagnetic spectrum.
Yeah, but is it like radiation?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I mean,
I'll take your word. Yeah, sorry.
That's what radiation is. Radiation is anything on that electromagnetic spectrum. Because I mean, you have like gamma radiation, X-rays, ultraviolet.
Okay.
That's all radiation.
We see ultraviolet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we have obviously that like very tiny part that's in the visible spectrum. They don't see any of that whatsoever.
Oh yeah, I was going to say this earlier. They mentioned how it's also it's still a huge coincidence that they're even able to communicate because Rocky's vocal cords are still in our reference range of hearing.
Oh,
like almost like a dog whistle. Like
imagine if he spoke like a dog whistle. They're fucked.
Yeah, that was. They spent a really large chunk of the movie like showing how they learn how to communicate together too, and I really like that too.
Yeah,
because it was like basically they would like go through.
There's chapters about it in the book. It's great.
That was the other thing too with Rocky's anatomy. So the way his brain works, it's made out of crystal. So it's like an actual solid. It's not like this softer material like ours is. It's basically, it works like fiber optics where it actually like turns on a light.
So neurons just fire and it's just like lighting up the crystals.
Yeah, so it's like physically lighting them up the same way that you do with like Ethernet cables and everything. But because of that, they have photographic memory because everything is literally hardwired into their brain. So that's why he's so good at mathematics and stuff. Like that was the other way that he's better.
So the way they worded that in the book was like, imagine photographic memory from a human perspective. Like you see things, you remember it, you can picture it in your head kind of thing.
Yeah.
they have the same thing, but our primary sense, I would argue, is sight.
Yeah.
Their primary sense is hearing.
Yeah.
Therefore, they just remember sound better.
Yeah.
Which is why he explains why he's able to remember his language.
Yeah.
Like English.
That
better
makes sense,
than
too.
He is because it's his primary sense.
Yeah. It was explained as like both. Like when he talked about it, he was saying that like literally what's going on is when he learns like this word means this, it just instantly like he memorizes it on the spot. There's no learning it or anything.
Yeah.
He just instantly learns it. So like that way, it's like another way that their culture is.
So
different.
almost like how like it's almost like perfect mimicry because you're so capable of mimicking sounds. It's like, okay, you told me that this means high. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
high.
it's like if you saw high and you remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like
Like it's like if you saw somebody waving and now you know that's
Communication.
high.
Yeah.
Like you remember that because sight is your primary.
Yeah, like how
Yeah.
like yeah. Because that's what you do with babies. The first thing you do with babies is always
Show them
physical.
images,
You show
Yeah, and that's what he does is he like records
Messages?
Rocky talking
Oh.
and then puts like what that translation is. So he'd be like 1, 2, 3 and goes through and like he would do all
And they
the
start
stuff
with
that way.
numbers because it's the universal.
Yeah, you have to count from somewhere.
Math is
Like,
universal language.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think they touched upon this in the movie. I don't remember. But Rocky's entire civilization, their unit system, their numbers are base 6. So instead of going in 10s, they go in 6s.
Is it based on the number of fingers they have?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
they have 3 fingers on 2 arms. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Because I was wondering that
Base
too.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was wondering. I
But
was
humans, we only do that because we have 10 digits.
like, yeah.
So
I thought
obviously
was really fucking
the
cool.
common denominator is like, well, I got 10 things to count
And
or
because
6
he's so
things to
good at
count.
math, he's easy. He's really easy to understand. Like, oh, they use base 10, so he just understands it better than. But
Yeah.
also, Grace understands it too. He's able to
You know.
do the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Base
the
6.
You just have to like convert it a little
Yeah.
bit. It's a weird conversion. 6 is a very odd number to use, but yeah.
Hey man,
an even
that's all
number,
you got,
actually.
gang.
Yeah, okay.
That's all you got, gang.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. He doesn't have like a mouth in the traditional sense. He just has like an orifice underneath him.
Like a cloaca.
Yeah.
On top of him, that's where the sound comes out of.
Well, no. So on the bottom is when he has like the
That's
hole.
his mouth. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
for
Yeah, yeah.
eating. But the sound comes out of the top.
Yeah, I'm saying for
Yeah.
eating and
Oh, okay,
everything.
okay.
So he has like a fucking hole in the bottom where he eats and
It
shits
looks
out of.
gross.
Yeah. In the
Yeah,
movie,
it's the one part that looks fleshy.
yeah. In the movie, he's like watching Grace eat, or like I guess listening to Grace eat, and he's like, "Wow, why do you eat like that? That's weird. The way I eat is beautiful." And you see him go,
It's like literally if you were to just shove something up your ass is what it looks like.
Yeah.
It sounds like too.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
But it was like, so he doesn't have like stomach acid in the tradition. He doesn't digest food. That's not a thing. So he has to use his hands and physically break up whatever food he's gonna eat beforehand, and that's why he was like fucking like fingering the shit, and then like, and he just like shoves it inside of himself
So
after
gross.
that. Yeah, and then they just like shit it out immediately after too.
Imagine chewing.
So they
with
just
your
absorb the
hands.
nutrients and put it back out?
Well, so like what they do is they absorb everything, shit the old thing out, and immediately eat the new thing and start absorbing the nutrients off of that.
They eat their shit?
No, they because their stomach already has food.
They
from
shit out their
before.
mouth
Yeah, so they
simultaneously. They don't have a GI system.
they shit out the food that's already in their stomach, replace it with new food.
I think just rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like whenever they eat, they're also shitting immediately beforehand. It's like part of the same process.
Okay.
Yeah, because they need to have it pretty much at all times because that's like what fuels.
Does a human eat in like what, like cryopods, like some military MREs or some shit?
In the intubation, the coma thing, they gave them feeding tubes.
Okay.
So people were expecting something online. Maybe they died because the feeding tube this thing failed, but that doesn't make any sense because then Grace would die.
Yeah.
And it's stupid for them to have one system for feeding tubes and not 3 independent ones. Because if one failed, they all die. If one
So
fails, one
but
dies.
then
Yeah.
if there's 3
I don't like
independent
that
ones, then that
theory.
could work. Then, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I assume it's a sci-fi explanation, or else they wouldn't say it's specifically something they're saving for the book.
Yeah.
It'd be lame if they wrote a sequel and it's because their feeding tubes failed.
Yeah. I feel like
800 pages of damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
it has to be something involving like the
astrophysics.
science behind the comas or something. I feel
Yeah.
like they
That'd be
probably
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably have some kind of like make the comas like part of the actual plot of the next one or something. Like maybe they have to travel even further.
Does he visit the little homeboy's planet?
Yes.
Yes, because he goes back to save Rocky, essentially. And they fucking death bait you a third time where he goes on the bridge and he's knocking and there's no response. And Rocky, by the way, has really good hearing. He can hear Grace whisper from another fucking room. So when he's knocking, Rocky knows
He's yelling
there.
at him,
Yeah.
basically.
He's not showing up. So then I'm like, fuck, he's too late. He fucking died. I'm like, dude, Grace is gonna take his ship and go back to Earth with it, isn't he? But it doesn't make any sense because the astrophage died. But anyway, that's what I was thinking. But then Rocky shows up. It's stupid death. That was a stupid death bait. But anyway, the other two had a reason.
Yeah.
He was just taking a shit and eating.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Sorry, hold up, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so because of that, he sends all the pods back and everything. And he's like, bro, I love you. And he's like, dude, I love you too. You're awesome. Let's be bros. So basically he goes and lives on their planet now.
Okay, do they
He
put him?
teaches Iridian kids.
Yeah, he
They're
becomes
called
a middle
Iridians,
school
by the
teacher
way.
on their planet. Yeah.
Do they put him like a little bubble, like a
Yes.
sandy
They
costume?
gave him a whole dome to himself, and he can he lives on a beach with like fog,
They had their scientists like recreate the conditions on Earth.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
so sweet.
And then they have like a glass wall and you talk to them through the glass wall and everything.
Oh, that's so
And the
nice.
class looks so excited to be there.
Yeah.
Just little spider babies going, hi,
Yeah.
Professor!
Dude, I saw that shit.
And they wore clothes.
Yeah, they did.
What the fuck was that? Is Rocky just naked the whole time?
Maybe
He wasn't cold. They wore clothes to keep him warm.
Okay, I guess nudity isn't a thing. Did they have
Maybe
religion?
he went.
Why didn't they ever talk about religion? I can't
Maybe
remember.
he went like slowly insane, like some Wilson. What's the movie called? Outlast.
Did not seem insane to
Castaway?
me.
Castaway. He pulled some Castaway shit where like he just lost his clothes to the demons.
I think he just wanted to be naked.
Just
He's like, oh fuck it, this guy's not gonna know.
Yeah. Dude, I'm totally gonna fuck with this guy. My balls are gonna be out. He's gonna have no idea.
no idea.
Dude, scratch me here. Scratch me. Do it.
Trust me, it's how we say hello.
Dude, pull my finger. That was not my finger.
This movie sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, Project Hail Mary, definitely not slop. Definitely,
Oh,
definitely
absolutely
an or
not.
not, for sure.
Yeah.
That was a good ass movie. I definitely fucked
And
with
honestly,
that
a lot of
movie.
people think the book is like corny and that it's not funny. I disagree. I think it's fucking hilarious. Like in chapter 2, he's remembering being a teacher, but like he's like, I have kids. Wait, I don't have kids. I remember my apartment. I lived alone.
Yeah.
Why do I like kids? I'm a grown man. No, wait. Oh, I'm a teacher. Thank God, I'm a teacher.
Had to work through that real
Yeah.
quick.
That's good. I do fuck with that.
Yeah, people think like the first person, like him monologuing, is he doesn't curse because he's a middle school teacher or
Yeah.
elementary school teacher.
Yeah,
Of course, he's
yeah.
not going to curse, but he like replaces like things with like crap and like bull hucky instead of bullshit.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, this is cringy to read. I disagree. If you ever talk to a fucking nerd, this is what they talk like.
Yeah.
It has,
Listen to John Green. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it adds a sense of realism. Like he's
Yeah.
actually like
he's a character.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like it a lot. And like I'm saying, if you've seen the movie, I would still read the book because it adds a lot of context to things.
Yeah. No, I do want
It
to read
only expands upon it. So you can borrow
just-
right after I'm done.
I'll probably buy it. I like owning stuff like
I
that.
might take it if I see the movie.
Don't get it from Amazon because they creased my fucking cover.
No.
Go to Barnes and Noble.
Which is fucked up because it's an Amazon movie too.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's actually made by Amazon. It's like an Amazon production movie or whatever the fuck.
had like 2 flops and 1 good one.
What was their flops?
The War of the Worlds. And then,
yeah.
Oh, that wasn't in theaters though.
Yeah.
This one, the one with Chris Pratt, was kind of hit or miss. I heard people
Which one
shit
was
on.
that?
I don't know. Amazon's got some sucky movies,
The one
bro.
with Chris Pratt is called.
This is an MGM
How many
movie
how many
though.
theatrical
Mercy?
releases
I think it's
has
called
Amazon
Mercy.
had?
Oh, Mercy's an Amazon movie?
No, it's the one with Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy's Amazon.
Yeah. I didn't know it was an Amazon
But
movie.
is that also theatrical?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Oh,
was. I saw trailers for that in the theater.
Yeah, basically it's like that the robot's like you did the crime. He's like I didn't do the crime. The robot's like you
They're
did
in
the
a
crime.
world where if you're put on trial for something, you have to prove your innocence.
Oh, I did see that trailer.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one. I heard it wasn't good. I heard it was very, very bad.
Oh.
It's like
But I haven't seen
6.2 audience says it's about 4 stars. It might
You know
be-
what? I was watching a review for Project Hail Mary, and I agree with I fuck with this like take so heavy. Like I feel like the most popular genre of fiction is like dystopian societies,
Yeah,
right?
Hunger Games,
Absolutely.
Divergent.
Like the most popular books, most popular movies are always about a dystopian
Well,
society.
even the most popular
But-
sci-fi specifically
Or
a lot of the
dystopian,
time.
like
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Star Wars dystopian. Would you call-
Warhammer, yeah. Star Wars is definitely a fucking dystopia. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's an empire that's ruling the galaxy,
Well,
and there's like
dystopia
fucking,
to me always means like shit hits the fan. Like being colonized doesn't sound like shit hitting the fan per se. Like the Roman Empire, you wouldn't classify as a dystopia, but if you were on the receiving end of the ass kicking,
So what makes something a dystopia to you?
like a collapse of government, but but like it's
Dystopias have governments.
No, it's a might makes right government. I wouldn't for me, like Star Wars seems like they're too structured to be like a might makes right, even though it's might makes right. Like the Roman Empire was a might makes right government, but like in Hunger Games, it's like we will literally cull you and mow the lawn to make sure you stay in line.
That's what Star Wars does too. The Empire will kill you.
But not every dystopia is what you're saying. Like you also have Brave New World, which is the opposite of that. It's we're being pleasured to death, basically. We're being pleasured
or like in 1984.
being jerked off.
No, like not that, but it's like consumerism.
Who made Brave? I've never heard of that movie.
It's not a movie, it's a book. But like you've heard the term Brave New World.
I know this is Captain America. That's why I
hate how they fucking use it. It makes no fucking sense in respect to Brave New World.
I was like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, basically, it's like the lower class is being pleasured and they're not realizing they're being fucking
kind of like how we're being
like the
treated
Matrix
right now. How we have like our phones and all this entertainment.
Like the Matrix.
Yes.
The Matrix is
we are
definitely
living in Brave New World. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see that.
Cell phone bad, essentially.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I talking about? Anyway. I like Interstellar,
very much not
and I was gonna say I like Wall-E, but Wall-E's also a dystopia. I like
Wall-E's
Interstellar.
a dystopia. I can agree
definitely.
with that.
Yeah.
Wall-E's another example of like Brave New World. It's a dystopia.
Okay, that's
but
fair. No,
yes,
that's fair.
That is Brave New World.
That's fair.
But anyway,
also dystopia is just like a bad utopia. That's basically the whole context.
it's like false utopia.
Yeah.
That's literally the meaning of dystopia, but the original meaning anyway. False dystopia. Like people think the society's good, but it's shit. Anyway, I like Interstellar. And I like Project Hail Mary because they're the opposite of a dystopia. Instead of highlighting how bad reality can be, they show what fucking things we can accomplish when we work together and put our minds to it.
Yeah.
And how awesome science is and why space travel is awesome and we can do it. And space is cool.
It's like they have all of the world governments just be like, fuck it, let's all work together and see what we can accomplish.
Give this lady a gun. Just whatever.
Two alien species collaborating.
Yeah.
Like as much as I love Helldivers and Warhammer and like cosplaying as somebody who's fucking racist or whatever, like I don't know. I fuck with aliens. Like honestly, I'd rather live in Star Trek than
That's
Warhammer.
what I'm saying. Yeah. That's like that would be like the fucking best shit ever.
Universal
just having like other
collaboration?
species on like equal fucking levels to us. I would fucking love that shit so much.
Universal collaboration would be pretty dope.
That was like the most fucking like beautiful shit to me when I was like watching that movie. I was like the concept of having two completely different species on the opposite side of the universe
each other.
Immediately come together and want to start working together instead of like having any kind of intention
animosity.
of like hurting each other.
I mean, technically they were Astrophage, like you said, is the villain. Like it's
well, and even then, it's still
an alien.
used to solve the day. It's just a mindless creature. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's used as fuel. They turn it into fucking oil.
Well, that's what. But it couldn't have done it without them.
You
know what I mean? Like it's still like it's basically taking something.
Nature, basically, nature is suppressed.
But
it's a force of nature.
Yeah,
it's taking something that's killing them and turning it into the best advancement that science has ever made. You know what I mean? Like it's taking something bad and be like, no, you can still have something good out of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I really fuck with all that.
It's cool. It's a cool concept.
Great movie. Great story.
Anyways.
Great themes.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie, that was slop.
Welcome to slop or not. Have you seen the Super Mario Galaxy
That shit was slop, bro. Oh my god.
Okay, so I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I don't care about spoilers. I'm not.
Okay.
Go for it, John. Just let her rip. Let her
that
rip.
shit was...
I watched the Moist Critical video, so I know a little bit about it. But
I don't know a damn thing about it. I'm the Alfonso in this case.
Yeah. Well, y'all are both the Alfonso here. But okay, so I'm basically just gonna summarize the plot of this movie, right? So so it starts off
Bowser painting from the trailer.
So it starts off with Rosalina reading to the Lumas, right?
Oh, okay.
She's reading
Like
the
a bedtime
Lumas.
story?
Yeah, she's reading them a bedtime story. She's telling them the story of Princess Peach, right? She's telling them the story of Princess Peach, and she's like, oh my God, there's a story of this fucking princess. And the Luma's like, oh my God, tell the Mario story. She's like, no, I'm telling the story today. And she's like, tell the Mario story. I love the Mario story.
I would rather listen to the Mario story too.
Yeah, she's like, I told you guys that 5 times this week already. And like all this other shit.
Do it again, bitch.
And then Bowser Jr. shows up, busts through the fucking doors, like, rah, Bowser Jr., and he fucking like kidnaps her. He's like, oh, I'm using your fucking princess power. I'm like, okay. So anyways, it fucking cuts the scene. One of the Lumas gets fucking bitch slapped and fucking flies to Earth, right?
Oh my God.
It's like slap that hard.
Yeah. So basically it jumps over to Earth and Mario and Luigi are in the fucking the Mexican kingdom.
What the fuck
I
does
forget
that
the name
mean?
of it. It's the one with all the dudes in the sombreros and shit.
Upside down pyramids.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I forget the name of it. It's from Odyssey, but they're in the fucking like sombrero kingdom or whatever the fuck, right? So they're there. They're like, guys, there's something down there. There's a fucking dinosaur. Like, okay, and then you hear like the fucking dinosaur noises and shit. Like, oh my god, we're gonna go down there and check it out. They go down there. It's fucking Yoshi.
Yoshi
That
makes
early in the movie?
Immediately, like the first scene the Mario
on the
Brothers.
Mexican planet?
Yeah.
Not like a marsh? Or
Yup.
something?
Nope. In the Mexican
What the
planet.
fuck is Yoshi doing there?
He's just in there.
They don't explain why he's there.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does
they
he
go.
call Luigi Mama?
No,
Like his mom?
no,
Okay,
they
well,
don't.
fucking ruined it.
Yeah, they don't do that.
They fucking ruined
Yeah, no, they go down there and they meet Yoshi, and then immediately they become friends with him because he like steals their motorcycle. Like, dude, he's cool. And
What
then
the fuck?
They steal Yoshi's motorcycle?
No,
No,
Yoshi,
Yoshi
steals,
steals their
their
motorcycle.
Yeah, Yoshi steals their motorcycle. Like, dude, this dinosaur is like fucking badass.
Oh my God.
And they fucking
Starts
drive
doing
off.
Mario Kart tricks.
They just drive in the fucking desert and they go back. And then the fucking Luma lands on Earth. And Princess Peach is like, oh my God, this Luma, she's asking for my help because Rosalina sent her here. So they're like, okay, I'm going to go help. So anyways, Princess Peach and the Luma just run off without asking Mario for help or
So
anything.
these are like real ass people. Imagine telling your kid a bedtime story about George Washington.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so like, yeah, how does Rosalina know?
Or no,
that-
because it's someone who's still alive. Like, talking about George Bush.
How does Rosalina and Peach know? Do they explain how they know each other?
They
Okay,
do.
okay.
So they go through. Mario and Luigi go visit Bowser and all that stuff. He's like fucking kept in the tiny little thing.
Yeah, he's chilling, he's painting
or
and shit.
whatever.
He's like, fuck you, Mario. What's up, Luigi?
Yeah.
He's like, what's up, twin?
Bowser Jr. They have like the whole thing from the trailer where Toad's like, oh, so now Yoshi's here, and you're like fucking dissing me or whatever the fuck now. And then they just completely brush past that. That there's no conflict there whatsoever. There's no
beefing with the fucking dinosaur.
for 2 seconds, literally. Then they never bring it back up.
Oh. In the trailer, they made it look like they were gonna have like beef the whole movie.
There's like no character arcs in this movie whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's not a single fucking character arc. It's like frustrating how little of a plot
Even
there is.
Donkey Kong had a fucking character arc.
Mario had a character arc. Bowser had like a bit of a character. Like they all had like there's a plot to the first movie. There wasn't much. This movie has like no plot. The only character arc that's there is Bowser, right? So basically, Bowser Jr. shows up and he's like,
Is he like Thanos in Infinity War?
no. He shows up and he's like, I want my dad. And then he gets his ass beat, so he leaves. So they're like, okay, we have to go help Princess Peach because we've already done everything in the Mushroom Kingdom. We gotta go help her or whatever. And then Bowser Jr. shows back up with the UFO, picks up the fucking Peach's castle like he does in Mario Galaxy. And then they have to they fucking land somewhere else. So Mario, Luigi, and then Bowser gets busted out of the glass. So it's the three of them together, right? And then Bowser's like, because he's tiny, he got like the tiny mushroom. If you hit Bowser, he turns back big. So he's sitting there, he's like, Mario, hit me, make me big, do it. I know you want to. He's like, no, I don't want to. And he's like, no, do it. He's like, fine, okay. So he does it. He hits him for no fucking reason. There's no explanation as to why he's gonna make Bowser big again.
Why couldn't he just like slap against the jar and become big?
I don't
You have to
know.
take damage from an entity or something. It's
I guess,
Mario logic.
I guess.
Because when you hit a block, you don't shrink. But
Some
when
blocks you do.
yeah, but
you hit a block, you can shrink yourself, or like
well, if it's like
I don't know. Like
spiky
Koopa
block,
shells hit you at a certain velocity.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be like an entity, like an object that like is not self-inflicted.
Throw hammers at you. It's like,
Yeah, an object that's not self-inflicted. It can't be self-inflicted.
well, it
I'm
has
just-
like velocity and it hits you, and like it's the same thing when you like slam your face into a jar. It's like,
yeah.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
guess. I don't
why
know.
not?
I mean, we're not writing this movie.
I'm not worried about all that, right?
I mean,
That's how I would have wrote it.
I don't know. I don't think that's the main issue here. Okay, Mario's like,
Fall damage is in Mario 64. Why don't you just make him take fall damage?
The that is crazy. they
but
added
it's
fall
also
damage to
not in
Mario
any
game.
of the other ones.
Yeah, that's so crazy. It's fall damage.
I think that's the only one where there's fall damage. Actually,
So he has like the water backpack or whatever.
no, 64 is not that one.
Oh.
Where's the first 3D one?
Yeah.
Mm.
So then Bowser becomes big, and then he becomes good because he's immediately like, guys, you helped me, so now I'm gonna help you guys. So they're walking
How did they
around.
help him.
They made him big again.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was because they're like
Yeah.
giving him therapy and painting lessons. or
He's
some
like,
shit.
dude, hit me. I want to become big, and I'll fucking help you. And he's like, I don't trust you. And he's like, no, do it. He's like, okay, fine. And he does it, and he hits him. And then they go over to the fucking the bee queen. They go to the bee queen, and she's like, guys, you crushed my flowers. I'm gonna sentence you to an eternity in the dungeon. And then it's like all of them. And then Bowser steps up and he's like, no, I volunteer as tribute. And he starts like fucking flexing for the queen and shit. And Mario's like,
Queen, he's hitting on the Bee Queen?
yeah, he's like
That's
trying to
fucking
fuck the
hilarious.
Bee Queen. And then Mario's like, Bowser, are you sure about this? He's like, yeah, Mario, I'll do anything for you.
Go pass it over here.
He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah,
Darren,
Mario, I'll
pass.
do anything for you.
Pass the cake.
And then he's like, wow, Bowser, I didn't think you had the capability to change, but you really proved me wrong. And then, so Bowser gets kidnapped, or Bowser becomes a prisoner there. They all leave. Meanwhile, Princess Peach goes to this casino, right? And she fights all these mobsters basically. And she's like, all right, I'm going to go to this other place because we're going to find out how to get to Bowser Jr.'s planet.
Did they reference Luigi dealing out cards like in that one?
No, they
Mario
didn't.
64.
No, they had Wart, which is the main villain from Super Mario Bros. 2, as like the main mob boss there. He was like, no, go to this like junction or whatever the fuck to go there. So they go over there. They ask a Rob, which they have there as like an info guide.
Oh wait, isn't Star Fox in it too?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. So they have Rob there, and he's like their info guide, trying to tell them like how to get to the planet. And they're like, okay, but now we need to have like a way to get there. So they go like looking around. They start asking different like pilots who can take them around the galaxy, and all of them are like, no, fuck you, we don't want to deal with you, blah 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 blah, like all this other shit. And then they get to Star Fox, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'll take you guys wherever you want to go for a profit or whatever the fuck. He's like, basically he
So
was
he's
like,
Han Solo.
he's literally Han Solo. Yes, he's literally Han Solo. His whole back.
Is that his character?
He's
He's like a fucking commander of like a Starfleet, isn't he?
He's supposed to be like a younger, hot-headed.
Oh, so
I
he's
guess.
like Top Gun.
Yeah, he's like Top
Yeah.
Gun, which is why they got Glenn Powell from Top Gun to play him.
Oh,
But yeah, he's like, yeah, I'll come fly. Basically, his backstory in this movie is that he's from the Star Fox universe, but he got slapped through a black hole and ended up in the Mario universe. So he's trying to get back to his home like universe.
Why is-
money or what?
How is like picking up work like a fucking
Yeah, I was
Uber?
gonna say.
I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. So, anyways, they start. Never mind. Mario and Luigi and them end up there. And then they go with Star Fox and them. They just meet up with them there. Then they go. So all of them meet up there, actually.
So stuff happens to the movie.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
It's like
Bowser.
a video game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bowser Jr. kidnaps Bowser. And then Bowser Jr. is like, we're going to accomplish your dreams. We're going to kill Mario. And Bowser's like, but I like Mario now. I do really like him. We can't kill him.
Wait, why do they like him?
They just bonded, bro. Shit. They don't explain any of this.
They bonded by having like 3 shared lines together. I mean, like he made him big. And then Bowser Jr. flexed for the queen and became a prisoner. I don't know. And then, but Bowser Jr. was like, yeah, but Bowser, killing is very cool. We should kill people.
That's
and
what
then,
he said.
basically. And then he's like, look, I have a gun that can destroy the entire universe. And Bowser's like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then Bowser just becomes evil again. He just becomes evil again on the spot. There's like no like, oh no, I can't kill Mario. He's just, okay.
Dude, that is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Let's blow shit up.
Basically.
That seems very Bowser to me, though.
Yeah.
So at least
So
Jack Black Bowser.
Jack Black Bowser? Yes. Yes. I could
so they're the Star Fox, Mario, Peach, all of them are flying towards Bowser Jr.'s planet when all of a sudden like the fucking Bowser Jr. ship shows up and shoots them down. And they crash land on this planet. And on this planet, they have the dinosaur. It's the fallen kingdom from or the lost kingdom from Mario Odyssey, where you have like the hyper realistic dinosaur there. And then one of the guns that they had from Star Fox's ship was a baby gun. So they shoot it at Mario and it turns him into a baby. Then 3 minutes later, he's not a baby.
Did they explain why?
He got hit?
Oh, so he's baby Mario and baby Luigi in this movie?
Yeah.
Cool.
For like 2 minutes, they're running from the dinosaur, and then that was
Like the T-Rex one, right?
the T-Rex. Yeah, and then Yoshi saves them from it, and then they meet back up with Fox, who fixed the ship, and then they fly off. They were on the planet for like literally 2 minutes. in the
Dude, it's
movie.
Han Solo. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally Han Solo. They go to the planet. Somewhere along the way, there's the reveal that Peach and Rosalina are sisters.
Has that ever been like?
Nope,
Okay,
never.
just want to ask real quick.
Rosalina has always struck me as like way fucking older.
Yeah, like a star goddess, maybe, perhaps.
They say both of them are in this. Rosalina and Peach were both born from physical stars. Like,
What in the
they're made out
Adventure
of
Time
stardust.
nonsense am I listening to right
Yeah.
now?
I mean,
Which-
that kind of makes sense.
Which I mean,
Not for
that's
Peach, for Rosalina, hell yeah. But why the fuck?
it's never been a thing.
just for
Rosalina's
Mario.
from Earth and has a mom. Like in her fucking storybook, she
so
talks
did
about her
Adventure
mom
Time.
dying.
Finn had human parents, and he was still a fucking reincarnation of a comet.
Yeah, he wasn't made of fucking stardust. He wasn't made of the comet.
I feel like for Mario, plot wise, being made of stars makes sense.
Really?
I don't know.
That's what they.
Being made of coins would have sounded
You collect stars in the fucking game and you power up with stars. I don't know. Stars make you fucking god. I don't know.
Rosalina literally has a mom. It doesn't make any sense for her to
She
be
also has a
made out
mother?
of a star. Yes, she has a mom.
What if the mom is made of stars?
Well, they didn't have the mom here. I don't know. And then Peach, there's like literally baby Peach. Like that was like a thing. She was born around. She was hanging out with baby Mario.
It could still
and
be
shit.
made out of a star.
I don't know. Anyways, they're all fighting and shit. They go over there. They have Mario and Luigi. They're fighting Bowser. They go on the drawbridge, right? They have like the whole drawbridge thing.
Wait, are they star gods? Or wait, what were we saying?
I don't know, man.
They're star gods or they're made of stars?
They're made of stars.
They're like
But they're not-
reincarnation
they're
of
not star
comets.
gods?
They're like,
I mean, they have star power.
yeah,
Like they can do star things.
they come from comets and stars and shit.
Does
Yeah.
Mario have star power?
No.
Just those two. Just the two women.
Yeah. So they're like trying to drain Rosalina of her star power. That's what they're using to power the cannon that can destroy the universe, right?
Wait, why the fuck would they want to destroy the universe?
It's cool.
They live in the universe.
If you don't want to destroy the universe, you're gay, Darren.
It's yeah.
That's basically the logic.
what if I want to live in the universe?
You're gay.
Well,
Okay.
what if you don't want to live in the universe?
Exactly. Why don't you make your own universe,
Kill
nigga?
yourself. I don't know. Don't take me with you.
Yeah. So they have Mario and Luigi. They're fighting Bowser on the drawbridge, right? And the axe gets thrown at them at some point, and then Mario fucking grabs the axe and cuts the drawbridge.
Dude, like in the game.
Dude. And then Bowser falls in the lava, and he comes back as dry Bowser.
Like in the game.
Bro, that shit was low-key hype. I'm not gonna lie. I just wish they had like the fucking magic shit do it for him. But
Oh,
yeah,
it's just
yeah, they don't do any
They
of
have a
that.
badass soundtrack too.
Yeah, they did actually. They played some like the Bowser's Castle theme and stuff.
Nice.
So they do all that. He comes back as fucking dry Bowser.
Is he big?
He's the same. He's just a skeleton.
Oh.
Oh, is that like giant?
I like
Bowser?
the
Yeah.
giant one. That was really cool.
No, but he's fighting. They're fighting Bowser Jr., who's like transformed with the fucking paintbrush and everything, and dry Bowser at the same time. And like they're fucking fighting them and shit. They're like they grab transformations and stuff. They start fighting them with all that shit. And then at one point, Mario grabs the fucking paintbrush from Bowser Jr. It's either Mario or Luigi, and he draws Mr. Game & Watch. And Mr. Game & Watch starts doing fucking smash moves on
What?
Dry Bowser and shit. He starts fucking hitting him with a down air and the fucking 9 and shit.
Game.
Literally, he starts doing that shit too.
Out of all the what?
Yes,
It's the most random
it's called-
fucking reference.
It's called references to make you go, oh, oh.
Yeah, literally. They're trying to do fucking Avengers.
Literally.
Yeah. They start
They're trying to
fighting-
do the Smash reactions, but in a movie.
Yeah. They said that they're not gonna do a Smash Bros movie though, but it's like, why are you doing all these
Why are you
little
throwing
references
Smash
if you're
characters?
not?
Literally, Star Fox and Game & Watch, like,
Yeah.
Actually, they're in Mario Kart.
Star Fox isn't?
He could be.
He's
You'll
not.
see. You'll see.
they really wanted that Spider-Man scene with No Way Home. It was like, what got over here? They're just like,
Yeah.
it's just
He was literally on screen for like 15 seconds or something, but he literally just fucking hopped out, moved like Mr. Game & Watch, beat his ass like Mr. Game & Watch, all that shit.
and left like Mr. King.
So they fight them. Oh, I don't remember where he came from. The dragon came out from somewhere. The dragon from Odyssey.
Oh, I was gonna say like Ripley or some
Oh,
shit.
like
Yeah.
dragging these nuts across your face? Sorry.
And Super Mario Odyssey, there's like a hyper realistic Dark Souls dragon as one of the bosses.
That was a cool boss fight.
Yeah, and it pops up in the movie and it eats.
So it's a mixture of Odyssey
but it's at
and
the end?
Galaxy.
Yeah. That's what it was. They created it with the paintbrush. Bowser Jr. creates it with the
Oh.
paintbrush. But then it eats Bowser Jr. So Mario and Luigi save Bowser Jr. And then he's like, wow, you guys aren't so bad after all. And then because Peach and Rosalina are both made of stars, they touch hands through the glass ball that Rosalina's in, and it explodes the glass because they're both made of stars. So if they touch, even though they didn't actually touch, it
technically,
blows up.
You're never
Technically, you
touching
never-
anything.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's all fucking atoms and electrons, John. It's all repulsion.
Yeah. Whatever. And that's kind of the movie.
That's it?
That's really it.
I was waiting for you to say
There's
something
no like
else.
dance scene. Like, guys, we did it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Actually, yeah.
Cause I'm happy, come along.
They didn't really have any licensed music in this movie.
For an Illumination film, that is really
Yeah.
fucking surprising.
The first one had a shit ton. So much. God, this one didn't really have any of that. This one actually had pretty good music. Like, it actually had, like, recreations of the game music. I just wish they let it, like, stick around for longer. You know what I mean?
They're like 20-second things, then it moves on to the next game reference.
Sometimes it's literally less than 5 seconds. Like, it
Yeah.
literally just
It
depends.
just sounds like Jingling Keys, the movie.
Like when they play the Super Mario Galaxy theme at one point, but it's literally just like the first sting in like the title screen of the game and shit. That's all
That
it
would
is.
piss me off.
It was just do 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 do, and then it just like it went past it after that. It was all it was.
Didn't have like that. Da, 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 da,
No,
da, da.
they didn't
Come
do any of that
on.
stuff.
Oh my god.
Actually, I think they might have at one point when they're like running around and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
They played like 2 or 3 different versions of like the Bowser's Castle theme and stuff too.
Da, 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 da.
I think it's the Boo House.
That
Oh
is the
my
Blue
god,
House.
that is. I like the Boo House more. Apparently. That's Bowser?
No, it's like the mini boss theme.
Oh.
It's like when you're fighting like the Koopalings.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's what I
lady
was
comes
doing.
by
Or
and
you're fighting like Boom Boom or Pom Pom or Bowser
Isn't the
Jr.
Bowser castle theme like brown, 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 brown?
something like that when you like approach it.
Yeah, that's
sure.
one of them. Yeah. I don't know. I've always liked the Mario Galaxy one the most. I think it was like whoa. Wait, I can't remember how to do it.
Let me see if I can find it. What's it called?
Yo, Rocky, translate.
Rocky translate. Scatman.
Okay.
I can't remember. It goes like
Galaxy Mario Bowser.
Don't just play it into the mic. We're trying to podcast. We're gonna get copyright struck. It's Nintendo.
not video game.
You don't make
music.
money anyway,
Video game
man.
music is not. You can't copyright video game
Yes,
music.
you can. What are you talking about?
It's pretty sure video game music, as long as like OSTs, you're fine.
Why could you not copyright them?
Because they already you stream a video game, they can't copyright.
Dude,
stream
Bruno
it.
Mars also makes OSTs.
Yeah,
It's
what
an
are you
original
talking about?
soundtrack.
I'm talking about like video game music specifically, like for a video game made for a video game. I'm pretty
Depends
sure,
on the video game.
What do you mean? What are you talking
I'm
about?
pretty sure that you like.
It depends on the video game.
You realize you can't just stream any game, right?
Like
they,
you're not
they can take down your stream whenever they want to.
I've seen too many Let's Plays where they just let the music play. So like that's news to me. So that's why I'm like,
They're also
"Ugh."
talking over it, and it's like interrupting the music and shit.
We're talking.
So if you have a licensed song on the OST, is that not part of the OST?
Maybe I'm talking about like the
Like if I'm listening to fucking Tyler the Creator in GTA,
It doesn't
is that
matter.
not part
Just
of the
play. We don't
GTA
make money off of this
soundtrack?
right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I was trying to do.
Sorry, it's the truth.
Mario Galaxy.
I just don't even know if it's gonna pick up on the mic.
Fair. At least we can listen to it, so we know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Is it? I guess the battle theme.
It was like the final boss theme, I guess.
Okay, final battle with Bowser. Okay.
Because it's very orchestral. Like I like the Mario Galaxy soundtrack. It's very good. That,
I do remember that.
yeah,
I don't.
that's just badass, bro. You can't tell me that's just not badass.
No, I mean it has a lot of hype and aura. I will not lie. This sounds very like
I don't know. It just
all
felt
encompassing.
like overall the movie just felt very like they didn't have any kind of plot to it whatsoever.
But it had a cool soundtrack.
It was like I said. I wish it was longer though. Like all of them were so short.
Maybe there are extended ones on YouTube. Or not YouTube, Spotify
Maybe
and YouTube.
they could be. I don't know.
Because they usually do that for movies.
Yeah, there was like a Pikmin cameo at one point. That
Really?
was
God.
cute. Yeah, that was cute. I like Pikmin. I think they're cute. That was really.
I like Star Fox. I think he's cool.
Yeah, they're probably gonna make a Star Fox movie. Honestly,
You think so?
he said like Glenn Powell was like, I really want there to be a Star Fox movie. Like, he was like
Please,
just
bro.
apparently really devoutly like, I really want that shit to happen.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm like I can see that happening at this point. They're making a lot of stuff. I'm surprised they even threw Star Fox in as like a main
Same.
character in the. He's the main character in the movie. He's
When's
in
the
it
last time there's a Star Fox game?
a long time
It was on
ago.
the 3DS.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Wii U, but yeah. It's because they did have a Wii U one, actually. They had Zero, and then they had Command or whatever.
I don't know. I don't play the games.
It was like 2016. It's been 10 years. Like, it's been a long ass time. So, I mean, I assume they're probably making a new one at that point. I don't know.
I'd expect like a Metroid movie before a Star Fox movie.
You would think. But I would also think that a Metroid movie would be like live action.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't imagine them doing an animated one. Like they're doing like the Legend of Zelda one and stuff like that. I feel like that would probably be the route they go. I don't know. Excuse me. I hope they do some kind of a Smash Bros thing at this point and start committing to all that stuff. What?
This reminded me the Halo show exists.
Oh yeah, that sucks, doesn't
he take
it?
off his mask in like the first scene?
Yes.
I'm masked.
Don't they
I thought of how dope a Metroid movie would be, and then I'm like, oh, it's like Halo. Like, well, dude, what if Halo had a movie off the novel? I'm like, oh wait, they tried that.
Yeah, Metroid movie would be better.
No,
It would, Darren.
it might.
Then the Halo show.
Then the Halo. Yes.
Yes, it would be.
But
Darren.
what if they did a Halo movie?
But it's not gonna happen.
properly.
I'm sorry, Darren. It's not going to happen. They already have the show.
Because people look at the show and they're like, oh, look at that steaming pile of shit. No one wants it.
Exactly.
Yeah. They got at least Fallout right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Video game adaptations. Maybe the Street Fighter game is going to be fired with Andrew Schultz and fucking Mike Tyson for some reason. And Kevin Hart. Is Kevin Hart in that? I think he is.
It was 50 Cent. It wasn't Mike Tyson.
I just named every other nigga on the planet.
Yeah. I was trying to remember. I was like, no, it's not Mike Tyson.
Paul Rock, 50 Cent might go crazy.
I don't know. That movie does look fun. I'm not going to lie. I actually am very excited for the Street Fighter movie.
Who's Chun-Li?
I don't know, man.
Chun-Li?
I don't know the names of random people like that. But yeah, that was all good. What's another space thing? Invincible. You need to watch Invincible, Darren. You really need to.
I've been watching it. I'm behind one episode. Chill.
Yeah, that's too much to be behind. It's Invincible, Darren. You can't be behind on Invincible.
I watch it with my girlfriend on the weekends. I'm sorry. Also, I have shit during the week. So
Darren, I shit during the week too. It's okay.
Chun-Li's only 26.
Okay, dude.
Is that what you say?
I don't know why you're scrolling through her fucking Hinge profile.
What the fuck are you? Wait,
bro.
what did you just say?
She's Chun-Li, the lady playing Chun-Li, she's 26.
And
I don't know. I was
You looked up who it was, and you're like, "Oh, she's 26."
dude, I have a shot with her.
Yeah, no. Sorry, bro. I hate to break it to you. That's not happening.
you don't know that. You don't know.
You know what's funny is Chun-Li in the games is actually like 50.
I'm cracking either way.
Oh, that's fair. It's Chun-Li. I think everyone expects Chun-Li.
Yeah, from Fortnite.
Yeah, from Fortnite. Did you see they added Tung Sahur to Fortnite?
I had to look that up to make sure it wasn't bait.
No, it was real, yeah.
Yeah.
Tung.
Dude, he doesn't know Tung.
He doesn't know Italian brain rot.
Dude, he doesn't know Triple T. That's crazy. How you not know Triple T?
There's a viral Italian brain rot TikTok meme. What the fuck am I looking
Crocodilo Bombadilo.
Yeah, it's Triple T. You don't fuck with Triple T?
at? No! I just found the Fortnite skin.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
It looks,
What the fuck is
have you seen
it?
the new player, Perry the Platypus skin?
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
that's
awesome.
Perry? Perry's
He's
in here?
buff.
Yeah, they made him a skin.
He's buff.
Yeah. I haven't touched Fortnite in a while now, actually.
What do you play? I don't like this. I'm really. This is like
I
the
don't
buff,
know if I haven't played anything in a while.
This looks like
actually.
the buff Peter Griffin thing. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I-
They have-
You know,
Yeah,
next
like-
space thing. I was playing KOTOR 2.
Mhm.
In like,
Knights of the Old Republic for Star Wars, by the way, for those listening.
yes. And then I've been watching SOTOR content. I want to start playing SOTOR after I finish KOTOR 2. I was going to play SOTOR with my girlfriend, actually. It's going to be cool. We're playing games together now. But, what was I going to say? I played KOTOR 2, and I remember KOTOR 1, and I'm watching videos, like, jogging my memory on KOTOR 1 so I can, like, follow KOTOR 2. Because I played KOTOR 1, good and bad endings all the way through, like, 5-6 years ago. But I remember really liking it. And, like, I'm like, reminiscing on KOTOR 1, playing KOTOR 2, and I'm like, dude, this franchise fucking sucks.
What, Star Wars in
Star
general?
Wars fucking sucks.
Like, in what way?
Like,
because Knights of the Old Republic is good.
it's peak.
Yeah, it's good.
And then you have modern Star Wars. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Go back to the Old Republic.
Andor's good.
Yeah, and/or I haven't seen season 2 yet, actually. I need to watch it.
I haven't seen season 2 either.
I like season 1 a lot.
Yeah.
But I heard season 2 is peak.
Yeah.
Like peak, like political commentary.
Yeah,
But,
Andor's good.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, with Star Wars, I feel like it's like a step forward and 2 back.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't know.
It's such a mid franchise, dude.
They have the Darth Maul show coming out.
Yeah, that looks cool actually.
I didn't even see the trailer for it.
This trailer is fucking cool. Like, there's this really cool shot where he's like spinning the lightsaber and he stabs dude, and it turns into the Lucasfilms logo.
That's cool.
Or the Star Wars. Anyway,
yeah,
it looks fucking sick. I can't wait for that. I think it's out already, actually.
I don't know. I haven't.
Anyway, mid-franchise. Like, majority of the movies aren't even good. It's
I mean,
4 good ones.
I was gonna say I feel like the majority are at least good.
Chainsaw Man's getting memed
There's
on so hard.
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then sequels.
7, yeah.
7's like on 6.
And yeah,
sort of, but I didn't mean that.
7, 6,
8, 9 are dog shit. Worst things ever. But like,
bro, that I gotta hop off a bridge. I can't do this right now.
people are making fun of Chainsaw Man. That's what he said.
Oh.
He feels bad. He's dedicated too much of his time to a franchise that has a terrible ending.
Is it falling off? Oh damn.
No, it ended.
It just ended.
It just ended
abruptly.
It ended like the it ended like JJK. It really ended like how Attack on Titan did, where it was just like, you wanted to die the whole fucking time, and it was just like, so we followed this boy for 13 years just for him to be like, yeah, I killed my mom and wanted to kill myself. But my friends, right? That your friends don't even fucking like make it. And then like this whole shit.
They do like the whole like universe reset thing.
Oh.
With that, yeah.
And then like the final panel, like one of the final panels is like the female main character from part 2 that you spend like 200 chapters with. She's like, thank you, Chainsaw Man. And because it's a universe reset, Chainsaw Man doesn't exist. But by her saying that, she recreates that concept. And he's like, oh, what? Chainsaw Man? You know what she says?
So she makes him?
She makes him in a way. But he's like, Chainsaw Man? She's like, yeah, because you're holding a chainsaw. He's like, oh, okay.
What?
I'll
nice chainsaw, man.
Basically, that is kind of
say that again?
Yeah. That's kind of how it went. Let me see if I can find a panel.
Okay, we're kind of losing ground here. NASA. I wore this because NASA's cool. Artemis 2 just launched.
Yeah.
Artemis 2.
That was cool.
I didn't see the launch or anything. Like, but what's the goal with the Artemis 2 mission?
They're just gonna loop around.
It's the same thing as Artemis in Greek mythology is the sister to Apollo. It's the same kind of thing where they're going to do missions to the moon. They're going to orbit the moon. They're going to see what the current technology can do. And then they're planning to set up, not only land on the moon, but set up a moon colony. Also, they want to explore the southern hemisphere of the moon, specifically the southern pole, because that's like the one part of the moon that doesn't get any sunlight.
Yeah.
So when meteorites crash there with water, it stays frozen. It doesn't sublimate when it melts. So they think there's water down there on the moon.
I thought we knew there was ice on the moon already. No?
But now we want to go get it.
Yeah.
Because China laid claim to it. Basically, we had the Space Exploration Treaty, which after the Artemis program launched, was renamed to the Artemis Treaty. And the only 2 countries that haven't signed it are China and Russia. And back in 2017, China announced their taikonauts went to set up a moon colony on the moon. And then that's when, that was still during Trump's first presidency.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck it, no, we're going to do that. So then they started NASA doing that. And then they started the actual project for Artemis. I forgot what Artemis 1 was, but Artemis 2 just happened recently. They're going to basically go in a figure 8. They're going to go around the moon, orbit around, go back to Earth, and land.
So they're not going to land?
On the moon, no, not yet.
Okay.
It's like Apollo, where they're doing it in stages.
Yeah, the next trip they're trying to land for, but not now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then eventually they want to set up a lunar colony. Like that's going to be kind of a hub between Earth, moon, and Mars.
Like an ISS, basically like a little grounding point.
Sorta. They kind of
like a gas station.
Yeah, they basically set a gas. They're like a hub from, like I said, Earth, moon, Mars.
Okay, that's the meme.
Is the moon that much closer to Mars than Earth is?
No, it's closer to us in like every context.
Yeah, it could also be like an ISS thing where they send people there and back. And rockets are more. We have reusable rockets now, so they're trying to improve that technology, so we don't have to.
Destroy them, just drop a piece of metal in the ocean, just call it a day.
Because they use that currently to get to the ISS. They use reusable rockets now. Oh. So they wonder if we could do something similar for the moon. But anyway, lunar colony and then getting that water is priority because now that's the new thing with the moon is that both China and the U.S. want it.
I wonder what kinds of issues it would run into trying to do like construction on the moon.
On gravity, probably like just like the foundation, you really have to make sure that the foundations are solid due to the fact like what makes foundation work here is that the gravity will like push everything on top.
Well, the moon still has gravity.
Just a very weak gravity. So it's like if you wanted to build like, I don't know, like a multi-leveled structure for whatever reason.
The moon's surface is also sand.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to do like
Which is a really good
foundation, like you
foundation.
said,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
could you do like concrete? Would that work on the moon?
I don't know if it would like dry or like, you know what I mean? There might be like, I want to say air bubbles, but there might just be like a looser,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know if that would like solidify.
Structurally,
I think metal is
Probably-
the answer.
probably metal.
I think you could have. I don't think you could make concrete on the moon and have it stay liquid enough to mold it. I think it would just instantly freeze.
Oh, sure. I am.
That would be
Yeah.
the other thing too. It
Also,
could be,
another
like,
thing is that you have to
chunky.
protect yourself against radiation
Yeah,
on the moon
that
with
too.
lunar colonies.
Because there's no atmosphere.
Yep.
So you literally have to make like radiation shields or terraform. Terraform is like out of the
Hey,
realm
it's water.
right now.
Well, it's still not anything that would happen in our lifetimes,
Yeah.
anyways. I mean, there's like no real way to just magically make an atmosphere.
Start it now.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't have a building there yet. I think they should probably do that first.
Well, no shit. If I don't, like, it's paving the way for the future, and I think it's cool. We're going back to the moon after literally 60 years. And by the way, 1960. When did we go on the moon?
67,
68.
Yeah.
yeah. 6, 7.
Stop. 60 years before that was 1907. How far have we gone from 1907 to 1968?
Yeah, it's like a whole
lot.
2-year trend. I mean, we got AI.
It's been the
1
same
years.
amount of time from now and then, and we've done barely any fucking thing with space. That's disgust me.
Well, okay. The only reason we went to space, and this is like the hard
To beat the
truth,
Russians.
was to be the
Yep.
we had.
I watched the Neil deGrasse Tyson interview. He was like, yeah, like no, without a doubt, the driving force behind going to the moon was the space, but the space race was to beat the Russians. We didn't give a shit about anything since NASA changed its budget up because there's no point in going back to the moon really. So they started focusing on the ISS,
Yeah.
more probes out to look at what is in the universe.
The fact of the matter is, there's not a ton of use.
planning missions to Mars now.
Yeah.
But now that China wants to go back to the moon,
America's like, what
yeah,
are you
Trump
doing?
was
What are you
like,
doing?
we got to start this. And then Biden continued it, and now Trump's continuing it again.
That's
Artemis.
such like just dick waving nonsense. Like, okay, what is China going to? Well, I don't know. They shouldn't have it though.
Yeah. It's a shitty motive, but I fuck with it.
Take,
Like, the
take
idea.
what you can get, man.
Yeah. What else was I going to say, man?
I don't know why they don't just like make a mine or something on there. I don't know.
A mine?
Yeah, like to dig down. It's like,
It's like a
to find materials, to see what's underneath the surface.
Yeah, make shelters underneath the surface. You don't have to worry about anything.
Radius.
Well, I mean that too, but I just meant because that would protect you against radiation and
Yeah.
everything. But I just meant like you don't know what's underneath the surface. Just put like a drill down there. See, what if like the whole fucking surface is just made of oil?
They do kind of know what's in the surface, what's below the moon's surface because they've done seismic
Yeah.
tests on it and like I don't know, some excavation.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, not anything too deep. But it does make sense to just dig a colony on Mars, like, on the moon. That makes more sense to me. Than
Like having
trying
a
to-
base that's underground.
Yeah, they're trying to build something.
Yeah.
Where you can dig it out and have domes or whatever. But so you can
Split
look at the
level
sky.
housing would be kind of cool.
Also, isn't it amazing that Rocky's species from Project Hail Mary was able to figure out space when they can't fucking see? Like, we can look up in the sky and see stars. We wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they go to space?
I mean, I would almost argue it's because like they're like, okay, obviously we're on something. There's probably other somethings, and then the whole. Why
I just
they
think it
getting
means they're
colder?
fucking crazy intelligent.
I mean, no, it
Yeah.
does. I mean, obviously they can fucking figure out the human language just by listening to us speak. But like, oh, okay, well, that you say that word a lot, so it must mean something. Let me just recreate that. But I think I'm just just gaming it out. It's almost like, okay, you can't see, you're blind. It gets colder, and you probably have an inkling that, okay, I just walked an entire circle that's floating somewhere because I didn't walk off anywhere. And so you just kind of do, because the intelligence, like, there's just a logical, okay, I'm here on a ball that's floating with gas. I'm getting energy from something else that's not here. And so that's probably like that connection.
Yeah.
Like, if something that's not here, I need to find it.
That was my only thing that I'm thinking of that I think maybe a bit of a plot hole is that they don't understand the concept of visible light, but then they still
Understand their son's dying.
yeah, you know what I mean?
They
like I feel like there has to be some kind of
They can still feel the warmth, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be like something like it's just getting
well, so
colder.
they said that like with their planet, because the atmosphere is so thick, there's no light that reaches the surface at all. So like the way that their planet
just
works,
live in the dark.
Yeah. So, well, that's why they don't have eyes, because there's no reason to evolve them. They can't see anyways.
Yeah.
It's like they said it was like the ocean where the light only reaches like 10 feet deep in the ocean, and then that's pretty much it.
Well, who's to say they don't have colonies in space that would use sunlight for some reason?
Well, so what they said was they had like their like plant equivalents and everything are all in the top
On the
of
atmosphere?
yeah.
Okay.
And then when they die, they fall down, and that's what they eat.
Oh, detritus. Like
It's like the food chain.
So they were
just
having a
goes-
food abundance, and they were like, "Why?"
yeah.
Because okay,
I guess that would be what it is.
that would be
it's like
so crazy.
it's like okay.
the harvest is so plentiful this year.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, that would make sense too. It's like, okay, there's like our livestock and shit is dying. Well, because the plants and shit would be dying, and it's like, okay, something's wrong here. Let's go figure out what's going on to cause that. But if they don't understand radiation, like I guess they know radiation exists, they just don't know like
They didn't know it's harmful to them. They didn't know which spectrums would be harmful to them.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Hey, he's a writer, not a scientist, guys. Cut him some fucking slack.
he's a scientist.
The author is not a scientist. I think he's an engineer, but so by my definition, he's a scientist.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had a ton of consults for this book.
Oh, okay.
Like he sent copies before it was published to Neil deGrasse Tyson, Hank Green,
This is Tyson approved?
yes, Bill Nye, like fucking tons of people.
Okay.
Tons of other like scientists I don't even know the name of.
Okay.
Yeah. He cares about his shit. He did the same thing with The Martian.
Oh, he wrote The Martian too?
Yes.
All of his books are very like hard sci-fi with like lots of very
Dude, these chapters are so sciencey. This is also why it's worth the read if you fucking love science.
yeah.
I've honestly another thing I was gonna say during the review. I've never been like too big of a physics guy. I don't know a lot about physics. I've taken physics classes. I can do basic kinematics and like
yeah.
math problems relating to physics, but like more complex shit, like I didn't know like light was radiation, shit like that. I just don't know. I'm more of a biology guy. There's tons of biology in this book.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. But then I'm also
they use like all different types of
and then I'm also
science.
learning about physics. But yeah, it's great for learning.
because I mean in real life all the science stuff isn't really separated.
This
like
is what
that,
I was gonna say about Artemis and NASA. NASA had a fucking larger budget by like 5 times back in the 60s compared to today, and that's without accounting for inflation. So it was worth even more back then. Yeah.
That's a lot of money we just threw to say go fuck yourself, Kremlin.
Got us to the moon in 1968.
That people
But then
still think we fake.
after the last Apollo missions, we cut funding, and then they stopped focusing on the moon, and then they did the ISS and other shit, like I was saying. But yeah, like
like I said,
imagine if they just kept the momentum, you know?
Because
Like I'm saying, like the difference between 1908 and 1968 is like it's a different fucking world, literally.
Yeah,
Well,
well, we could have been on Mars by now, like speculatively.
Imagine they didn't cut the funding and they kept doing stuff on the moon and they just didn't really find anything worth finding.
Maybe we'd have had a lunar colony or something. Like, we'd have more.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though. They've been using that time with like the ISS and stuff. Is it really worth saying that like that's not as important as the moon?
No,
I feel like that
it's
stuff
important.
is probably more.
Well, no, but
important.
think about it. If they had a bigger budget, they could do both.
Yeah,
You know?
that's fair.
So I have like a refueling
Like I'm not saying they
docking
wouldn't do.
station.
They could expand their operations too. You could dedicate parts to the ISS, dedicate parts to the moon, dedicate parts to looking outside.
That's fair.
Which is what they probably already do, but you're having a larger budget for all 3.
Yeah, because I would imagine by like the early 2000s, if they kept in the 60s, they probably would have like more sufficient.
But we haven't been there in so long. Okay, sorry.
They would have
Finish
like
your thought.
better probes and vessels that could withstand Venus pressure and Mars pressure. Like we would have a better Mars rover. Because think about the amount of technology and like artificial intelligence that we had on the first Mars rover. We would probably be in the AI age probably sooner. Just due to the actual constraints of needing an autonomous thing that can't die from the environment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like true AI too.
It's a AGI. AGI. It was all general intelligence.
But it's been so fucking long since we've been to the moon. There's so many people today that don't believe we even went there.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is crazy to think about. I have coworkers that like I don't know, I don't trust it because it was televised. How the fuck did they communicate? Like how you like doing like a phone call or some shit or whatever the fuck?
Radio.
yeah, radio waves.
How do radio waves travel?
The same way radiation does because it's all radiation. I mean, the same way you can see the sun. It's the same stuff. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude,
It
went
always
down,
bugs me when people say the moon landing wasn't real.
I went down. It gives me this. It's the same type of shit that makes my blood boil with anti-vaxxers, and it's funny because they're usually the same people.
yeah.
But also you have to like I'll point out the elephant in the room, like the statue, like the government has done so much heinous shit. There's just a large distrust in authority.
Yes.
I feel like that's just the core of it. It's a huge distrust in authority.
Yeah.
Just from all the lies and bullshit. Even the stuff right now is like, you just can't trust it.
And I get that, but then you have the science like spoon fed to you, and people still deny it.
Because at the same time, who funded the scientists? And then you're going to go into that. I'm just saying, like, from the argument, like, who funded the scientists?
Who funds the vaccine research? It's the same fucking argument.
Yeah.
Like, money comes from somewhere. No shit, but it doesn't mean everything's corrupt. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I was watching a video earlier, or listening to one rather, in the shower, of this guy going to different locations in California and asking people if they thought the moon landing was fake. He went to like the least educated place in America, apparently, like most dropouts or something. I don't know fucking know what the criteria was. But like in every single place he went to, there were people who were like, we went to the moon? What's the moon landing?
That's
what do you mean?
Crazy.
In America. I'm like, I was at a loss for words. I sent it to my girlfriend and I was like, I cannot believe there were fucking Americans that don't know we went to the moon. But like you can deny the moon landing, but like you know what I'm talking about when I say that. There are people who are like, "What is that?"
But imagine,
like I literally imagine fucking Wall-E people when I hear
we
that.
went up there.
Yes,
well, at
like,
the same time, like imagine what's going on in your life to where like that's just not a concern. Like I mean, to be fair, that's more of like that's like a scientific marvel, like finding a dinosaur. It's like
the like how like fucking disconnected do you have to be from school though to not know that?
I mean, just don't pay attention and you will find out.
Like at all. Like you like literally you would have to not pay attention at all.
During the part where we're talking about the moon landing.
Probably at least that, yeah.
But I talked about the moon landing so much when I was a kid.
Did we?
I did at least.
In school?
I thought we did.
We went to different schools, but like I don't know. I was also really big into science. Maybe there's a difference there.
Because I feel like the moon landing is like just big in pop culture in general.
It's probably
which is even more surprising why you wouldn't fucking know that.
But like it gets like one chapter in social studies and then that's it.
Well, it's mainly a science topic. I remember,
like his historical.
Is it? We don't really talk about it in science.
I did in elementary school. We talked about it a lot.
Elementary school?
Yes.
I talked about it in social studies.
I mean, we did both, but I talked about it a lot in science. Like we had, like, did you have specials in elementary school?
Yeah, we had specials.
Yeah, we had science specials, and we would talk about the moon rocks and the moon landings, and we'd see pictures and shit.
My school did not do that. They did not give a fuck. I just knew about it because Arthur had that one Lance Armstrong. They made a joke about the astronaut. Well, that's not the only reason I know about it, but like obviously, like that's like there's very few pop culture references in like media that like give you that like the inkling of like space travel. Like let me think. The Little Einsteins was like a musical space show, and that's like one of them. And then you have what's another space? Like think of like space children TV shows. Little Einstein's the only one I can think of, top of my head. They even like give you like that exploration and wonder vibe of like what's beyond ours, like our Earth.
Wonder Pets.
They didn't go to space.
They did go to the moon
in one episode, Darren. Those niggas
in a movie.
I didn't see the movie.
Fuck you. You're not a real Wonder Pets fan.
Yeah.
But do you see how I'm saying like that's
real
so
shit.
That's so compartmentalized. Like there's one
SpongeBob went to the moon
in like 2015, bro.
Oh my fucking god.
That was not in 2015.
Oh no, you're talking about the one episode he does go to the moon.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was like in the original 3 seasons.
so you're thinking of one episode. That was 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes in one.
Are you
series.
saying people wouldn't know about historical events because it didn't happen in
No,
a
but I'm
cartoon?
saying like okay.
Like, did the one
That is what
need
he's
to show
saying.
9/11? Like, what are you talking about?
what I'm saying to Darren's point
And
is
he's still wrong because they're bringing up more examples of shit going
what
to the
I'm
moon.
saying is
Like, I feel like you can go outside and see.
we've
like,
named
t-shirts
3
of all
isolated
of it.
examples of like space travel in a children's media, and then like of course everyone's education is different. So if you go into a poor neighborhood or just like school that doesn't give a fuck about space travel, I can see it being very plausible. Like you just don't think about it. As in,
Dude, I'm
like,
so glad I went to the schools I did.
yeah, I'm just saying like it's
Shit.
just because like name 3 examples, 2 of them like just one-off episodes in a fucking movie. Probably I'd pay to see. If I'm poor, I'm not
I'm
paying
not
to see
even
the fucking.
mentioning like sci-fi shows too, by the way. Like we're talking about specifically the moon landing.
I'm just speaking children education where like that would even spark the idea of like,
I mean, I'll say I don't think it's important for the average person to think about.
it's not.
Like, there's no reason for the average person to think about the
So
moon
I can
landing.
understand. Like I
But it
understand.
still surprises me.
I
that you
understand the
wouldn't know
surprise,
that.
but I can
Yeah.
understand where it's coming from and where we are right now. You know what I mean? Especially in
I
California.
can't imagine going through your entire life and not once seeing the photo of the dude standing on the fucking moon, or hearing about the moon landing, or talking about the moon, or like.
I mean, they probably talked about the moon. Like, oh yeah, look at that, it's the moon.
Why that shit,
They see the moon.
why that shit so big and orange right now, bro?
Yeah.
Why that shit red?
Why is the sun behind it? I don't get it. But
Shouldn't I shouldn't stare at it?
I feel like there's like certain things that like a lot of people just don't talk about because it's like not
Relevant.
To them,
in the
yeah.
immediate like vicinity.
If someone's like out hustling, trying to get their money up, why are they thinking about the moon landing? You know?
Unless they're
But
selling
I'm
moon
just saying,
rocks.
how did you go? You don't have to talk about the moon landing every single fucking day. I know. I forget we go on the moon sometimes. I don't think about it every day. But like, I just don't understand how you go 20 plus years without ever hearing about the moon landing.
Maybe they heard about it and they got it mixed up with something else.
How?
You know,
Mixed up with what? Landing on the moon versus
The one time it blew up.
what blew up? The Challenger?
Yeah, but like imagine they just.
Oh yeah, we
like,
tried, but it blew up, dude. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, man, they could totally conflate
That's
that.
okay. That's
that one guy that knows about the Challenger mission, but not Apollo.
a little better. Incrementally better.
Oh yeah, they were gonna send Big Bird up there. Weren't they?
Hey, they were?
Yeah,
you
Big
didn't
Bird
know
was
that?
supposed to be on there.
Yeah, Big Bird, Sesame Street was originally going to record a thing where Big Bird went on the Challenger, but they had to cancel last minute because of some scheduling issues.
Yeah.
And then it blew up.
That's like the Mark Wahlberg 9/11 shit where he just missed his flight.
Seth MacFarlane.
I
and
think
shit,
they would have
yeah.
canonically killed Big Bird if that happened.
It would have.
Yes.
They would have had to kill him off.
Yes.
They'd have to sit down kids and be like, Big Bird died. It's so sad.
God.
Run and play, thinking of clouds away.
See, I mean, if you watched Sesame Street, you would have known about the moon landing.
Jesus fucking Christ, John, that's so dark.
Is it?
If you're saying you would only know because one of your main characters fucking died.
Oh no, I'm just saying if you watch Sesame Street, you know
I
about
thought
the
you
moon
were
landing.
insinuating if Big Bird died in the Challenger explosion, you would know from watching Sesame Street.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you have anything else you wanted to add to this conversation?
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching this astronomical episode of the Scat Cast.
Ooh.
Astronomical. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a great episode. We appreciate you for watching and listening, and we will see y'all next time.
Peace.
Bye.